Celebrate the good life, yeah. Celebrate the good old times for 50 years KFC ideal. Celebrate now with a boss meal and join in the good vibes. KFC makes everybody happy. We are part of TNT since 1973. Now let we celebrate, celebrate. Life is good with KFC. Celebrate, celebrate. Get a boss meal and join in the fun game.
Celebrate KFC's 50th anniversary with a boss meal. That's 3 pieces of chicken, 1 regular side, and a large drink for only $49.95. From KFC, it's finger licking good.
You're listening to The Grind with Chromatics playing the best in TNT music.
It's all about the grind.
Fire, baby, you been warned. You're such a turn on. Come here, baby, bring the alarm. You're such a turn on. Inna the hot tub, get steamy. You know you do anything just to please me. Come back for seconds, got me greedy. Tell them what me so giddy and busy. All of your fruits, them, you want to feed me. Just give me that peaches and creamy. Got me singing like Barrett and Levy. Listen, baby, you've been warned. You're such a turn on. Come here, baby, bring me alarm. You're such a turn on. And me say it's your turn, baby, take your turn. It's your turn, baby, take your turn. It's your turn, baby, take your turn. When we see you on the couch, short pants on, legs them out, no doubt. I was going out, now you give me something fitting about, oh gosh. Better late than never. Sight of the chest make me yearn for the treasure. I know you give me pleasure. In any measure, any weather. Certainly, baby, you've been warned. You're such a turn on. Come here, baby, bring me alarm. You're such a turn on. And they say it's your turn, baby, take your turn. It's your turn, baby, take your turn. It's your turn, baby, take your turn. Spice up the place like usual. Always I get me in the mood, girl. You never soothing and sensual. Earn everyone and you credential. Show them stars like a general. Hear me now with the confessional.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Baby, you been warned.
Welcome to it. The Grind, playing the best in TNT music, and boy, do we have an episode for you all today. You're truly Chromatics DJ Trav. We go all the way up to 9 o'clock if we feel like. But still, the best in TNT music sounds at MX Prime. We kicked it off with Killer B with a brand new one called Close. That was MX Prime with Turn On, and let me get him on next package now.
Regular week, same old streets. All I want is a lovely day. Then you came in.
The best in TNT music, we not like. Yo, like up the video one time.
From across the road, I said good morning. Then you turn around and waved.
Easy Mozzie Beats, head to the website.
Was the beginning of a story that knows no end.
Big up Slamo, Jim West, Keys Music, Mountainside. Yo.
Baby love, when I see you smile, I can stay for a while. When I know you're near, I know I got to be there. So me have a package all the love and say, yo. Long time it a work for you.
DJ Trav, speed it up, the man. Pace me a deal with today.
Cottage, regular week, same old streets. All I want is a lovely day. Then you came into my frame, and I know it wouldn't be the same. From across the road.
And of course, as usual, big artists passing through in the next hour. But in the meantime,
turn around and waved, so adoring. Was the beginning of a story that knows no end. Was the beginning of a story that will never end. Baby love, when I see you smile, I can stay for a while. When I know you're near, I know I got to be there. So me have a package all the love and say, package everything and say, package all the love and say, heart and soul, no problem. Package all the love and say, package everything and say, package all the love and say, heart and soul.
Easy Shabana.
You're listening to The Grind.
Don't worry, Jim West, we go deal with that just now. But in the meantime, sounds like Jimmy October. Hey.
This pretty girl want woman calypso. Fly to me, let me show you how the thing go. Every song boy want run, come link you. From the way that you move when you whine like this and you move like that. When you whine like this and you move like that. You know you make me say oh, oh. Bust one in the air if you know you a star, say oh, oh. Lighters in the air if you know that you're bad, yeah. Murder she wrote on the wall I see. So many times you switched on me. 2-time while you 2-time me. I give you 3 strike and you done strike it. Still can't let go, got me on hold. Hard when cold, but that body they burn out. We been smoking on that Bob Marley. You just act like you hurt nobody. Run the streets and you don't say sorry. We been smoking on that Bob Marley. You just.
And if you're now checking in on the YouTube or the Facebook, make sure and like the video. Come on, man, it's free. That is all I had to do, you know.
Pretty girl want woman calypso.
If you love your country,
let me show you
the musicians and the artists that come from it, like this video now, bust a comment, let me know where you're listening from.
Like this and you move like that.
Oh,
when you whine like this and you move like that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get you by any means. You're sweeter than jelly bean, addictive like melody. All my dog them just jealous me. Oh yeah. Make bad man commit felony. I don't play with you. I need your love, need your love. I go there without your love. Put your girl go
new hit choppy Nyla Blackman. One for the album Saga Boy is called La La La. As you can hear in the background. We must it first.
Love for melanin. Yeah, with longevity. You could depend on me. But a little bird them jealous me. Yeah. Spreading rumors and telling him to leave me and go. I need your love, need your love. Can't go a day without your love. Can't go one day without you. No, no. I'm telling you, I need your love. Can't go a day without it. Rude boy can't go one day without you. You have my life. La la la.
Big up the Daryl Super Shad locked on. Make sure you like the video as you check in. Bust a comment, let us know where you're listening from. DJ Trav Chromatics.
Baby girl, you look like you move my base. Body well neat with the tight up waist. Prettiest face, just my taste. Come my girl, we leave this place. The party turn over, I leave my chest at home. And zest till the morning come. The sun gotta meet me outside with my team at lash up, but in rum. Can never cater, waste no time on a hater, dog. Me a money maker, yeah, me pretty sign. Dash aside all the false and the faker. Only study paper, money for the house and the car and the acre. Me say upness forever, yeah. Cause we lash up forever, yeah. Upness forever, yeah. Girl show pussy for me head. Bangs when the bogo sticking on me head, yeah. Girl show pussy, wow. Let we take a little tour, the ends late at night. The girl warm on it. Spin round, baby, it's the end of it.
I mean, it is happening.
Baby, it's the end of it. I'm not careless, I can't help myself. Baby, girl, look like you move my base. Body well neat.
Hey, easy gallons. Head to the website right now. Our radio.fm, the best in TNT music is on. We not lying.
Does she love me in my mind? Right.
Why is that?
Right. Yeah. Did she come for the East one? Did she love me in my child? Night. And what we tell them? Pressure, no frustration. Action, no more chatting.
All up, put it. You're listening to The Grind.
Alright.
Oh! Jim West locked on out there in Port of Spain. But this one is Daniel Merrick and he's talking about the east side. Wow, Rima on them. Yeah!
She wanna come to the east side. Does she love me in my mind? Right. Yeah. Did she come for the east one? Did she love me in my child? Night. And what we tell them? I love when you wear that. Bend over for me, baby. I'm more than a DM. I stay in the more. With you feeling freedom. Give me one more. When you're ready, let me know. Just take a right shake. I gon' meet you at the door. I always invite you. When you're ready, let me know. Come to the east side. Alright. What you know about the Rima man? Deep long stroke with precision. Wanna take your places, baby, take my hand. Wanna make your wife, you don't wanna make the man. Wanna put a Stinglish on your hand. Wanna start a business, got my business plan. Got you say, what is this? God is witness, this a different man. You listen to the stitches in your belly, how I make you laugh. I read you like a word, a sentence and a paragraph. I open book, call you up, the way you see it, my heart. The way you look, you need a photograph. Just bring yourself, I got the green and it tip us in half.
Yes, done.
We be walking deep on the east side. Yeah, come and see what the east side. When you're done, tell your friend them the east side. And what we tell them? Pressure, love, go strong.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the sounds of Daniel Merrick. Track is called East Side. You're truly Chromatics, DJ Trav, and Mr. Valdez Brooks apparently in the building today. Yeah. Let's go.
My girl, you know no dumb truck. Why you a chase wrong and waste man flat? Come for the big where you are on the regular and then send him a picture. And they cellular, me know the love where you are for him. Make us see in your eye. but it a fade by money. Just when you a go deep, me see your dash with the phone when you see the man calling. She say she now want no zesta, but she walk pan the dresser. Her man a the cook, me a the bread retter. Rapid bird, she say me bigger. She come quicker, sweet love make she a stand up like a antenna. A good girl with her honest work, she no flirt, but every day you're treating her like that. The kitty forget on pop instead. When I find out you feel like you're dead. She did give me fun all night. If full of steam till the morning. Say she man not give her none, why give him one love fun. Boring. Love I'ma beat it. If she get a such you with a keep it. That I will secret. If she say anytime it.
This track is called Fall For You, coming out from Royal out of Tobago.
And we first
this is called Tobago Love Rhythm.
In a cold every night when him come light. Me tell her, put him close by the front.
We play the best in T&T music, yeah?
Come over, yeah. You know your love sweet. You not be compete. No probation, you complete. She look me now she type keep. Turn everything up, now fi concrete. Slurp it up. Soul snatcher, run the lazy boy. Get a go, get her. She like the top, the cream, the cup. You shoulda learned this, but now you know better. Say my love is not just something you can refuse. And she's living her life when she's with you. When the camera's off and there's no views, she wipe away the tears, which is you. She said when I'm with you, everything feel better. I feel better, I need better. Hey, this just can make a girl turn a grave digger. But you could just tell him, say, you make him all night. He full of steam till the morning. Say she man not give her none, why give him one.
And we going SF for the POS.
Love I'ma beat it if she get us on you with a key.
Trinidad to San Francisco with this one. She said it sounds like empty, let's go.
It's your time. So baby you, loving on the vibes and again. Loving for the night come again when it's all true. Baby, you are one who. So baby, you loving on the vibes come again. Loving for the night and again, feeling brand new. No say I am man. Say that you will give me tenderness. Nectar from your peaches, dripping juices wetter than the beaches. You are reminisce. Let me tell your secrets. Slip it off, you don't know where the deal is. So you can see it is coming. Man, I got you your phone. You are creep and blocking on the cell too. Girl, you know you're gone through. Baby, you are born ooh. So baby, you loving on the vibes and again. Loving for the night come again when it's all true.
Hey.
Baby, you are born ooh.
Daniel, pick up yourself.
So baby, you loving.
Easy DJ Keith Riley.
Loving for the night.
Corrigan, y'all head to the website right now, ourradio.fm for the proper thing, proper audio, proper, visuals,
Baby, very party, him give you love and roses. While you all give me different poses. Hot under the cover, so she's sticking out she toesies. Up in, like the Radar River Moses. Something I got for you, baby. Something I got for you. Already know unfair gameplay too. Brother, way I stick to you just like glue. Because ya fun fat, belly and slim. Done fat, ready for the ramping. Fat, belly and slim. Fat, ready for the ramping. Say baby, you loving up the vibes come again. Loving for the night come again when it's all true. Baby, you are one who. Say baby, you loving on the vibes come again. Loving for the night and again feeling brand new. No say I am man who.
Hey Choppy.
Check you now.
And of course in the next hour we have a special guest passing through. He goes by the name of Make It Happen, the legend.
And I comment to just right do it.
But if you're watching right now, you're listening right now on YouTube, or you like this video, just bust a like in it. The viewers to the likes not matching, right? The match say matching. Let me go.
Hey Choppy.
Check you now. Bust a wine, yeah, love how you do that. Give me wine, tell your friend come to now. Give me wine, yeah, love how you do that. Check you now. Bust a wine, yeah, love how you do that. Give me wine, yeah, you man, you gal.
The best in TNT music.
Must be making joke. That bomb's in a regular. Wine like you want to fuck. Don't play games with me now. Cause you were easy now. Where your back it on me, steamy. Rest it on me. Notice the fan, know you feel it. Check you now. Bust a wine, yeah, love how you do that. Give me wine, tell your friend come to now. Give me wine, yeah, love how you do that. Check you now.
Make it happen, living in Carnage now? Yeah? Apparently we go find out.
The way she move, you know she ain't the man. Skin tone, chocolate, caramel tan. Let me know when you got time on your hands. We can fly, take a trip, I'll put your toes in the sand. I'm 1K, but I'll spend more than $1,000.
just to see you happy in no time and a span. So when they ask in the bed, say it is what it is. And if they ask how it's going, tell them it's going as planned. And if you're telling me you don't like the sun, then easily we could just fly go to France. And if not France, we could just fly go Japan. There's nothing that you don't like that I would stand. She asked me what I really do with my time. I tell her that I mostly be with the gang. Then I ask her the same, and she start getting mad. Say they ain't going to place, them and them going outside. She rock so, dip so, she dance reggae and calypso. That waistline, dip low. I like the way that you limbo. I'll bring the Hennessy and the Indo. Take a glass and baby we'll sip slow. By the end depending how things go, we'll dance reggae and calypso. It's easy, believe me. You're there, I'm liking the scenery. By your side is where there I need be. Grant you every wish like a genie. Can't lie, you're ahead of the class. Most girl them talk, they know you're for the task. You already know I put you first on the glass. So if you give me your hand, I'll give you diamonds, not glass. Trust me, I'll give you once and a need. Once I know that you're not here for the tease. Vacation, bedside there with the breeze. So high up in the trees, Luffy came with the keys. Sundress, I like the motion its way. I'll keep on hoping that you give me the play. And that will be the time, yeah that will be the day. What I'm trying to say, I really hope that you stay. She rocks so, dip so, she dance reggae and calypso. That waistline, dip low. I like the way that you limbo. I'll bring the Hennessy and the Indo. Take a glass and baby we'll sip slow, sip slow, sip slow.
You give me good loving. You give me good loving. You give me good loving. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Hey, girl, all you push back. Baby, give me love, all you push that. I will move her when you look back. Baby, girl, you look like a good snack. Hey, girl, all you push back. Baby, give me love, all you push that. Look so you when you look back. Baby, girl, you look like a good snack. Girl, how you dress?
Push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, press, push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, press, push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, press, push it back, push it back, push it back, push back and then brace.
And I love it 24/7. Inside the temple, make it my heaven. Give me the water, sweet watermelon. Splash. And I love it 24/7. Inside the temple, make it my heaven. You give me water, you give me sweet watermelon. You give me good love. You give me good loving. Baby, give me good love. When you walk it up, yeah. You give me good love. You give me good loving. Baby, give me good love. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
See me want M's. Make money like my dog. See the pretty girls and fast cars. Me want to see the world in first class. See me want M's. Make money like my dog. See the pretty girls and fast cars. Me want to see the world in first class. This broke lifestyle enough for me. 10 million next time when you see me. Human men see me glide to the city. Real bad freak, couple grand for your titties. Outside and mommy represent Trini. And me hustle hard for me feed the family. Yes, I'm a kid, I'm a bill legacy. Style on the limit of your high school.
What me want?
Make money like my dog.
Well, somebody get 19 million of them, boy. Way sad. It wasn't me. I mean, if I win, I will still come on the grind, you know. Yeah. Just like in a Jaguar. So.
First class and not careless. We get any guy where we free. And we lifestyle looking like a movie. Pull on that kick just like a Bruce Lee.
FPS, Valdez, FPS.
Drive big beamer and Benz. Bill around 10, then I bring over our friends. Now the party just starting. Everybody want M's.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the sounds of Magnus. Track is called M's. Yes, this is the grind. Welcome to it. If you're not, let me head to the chat, man. Yeah, big up the Keys Music every time. Always locked on. Big up Carnage, man. Carnage, I'm serious in your house today, man. Yeah, big up Jim West. Easy Nubian Experience. Yes, man. M Keys in the dance. Daryl Super Sad. Big up. I don't know where you're listening from, but big up. You seem way. Big up G.I. Joe 76. So that big up men by the YouTube name. I remember G.I. Joe real name. Well, I don't right now. Yeah, Mountainside, Easy Scriptures. Yeah, man. Everybody on the inside. If you will, wherever you're listening from right now, make sure and just throw it in the chat. Throw it on the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat if you're on Facebook as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to let you all know. No, it's serious. Get ready as KFC presents our DJ battle. Our radio is looking for the hottest young DJs and announcers to become part of our patriotic lineup and represent Trinidad and Tobago music the right way. Do you have what it takes to impress our celebrity judges and entertain the fans live on air? Then now is your chance to win brand new DJ equipment, vouchers, and a 1-year contract with O.U.R Radio.fm to fill our coveted Friday night slot in our DJ battle. Register today by sending a 15-minute demo mix to DJ battle at OurRadio.fm. Contestants must be 18 years and over. Deadline for submissions is Friday, September 1st. All your stop sticking, that is next week Friday. Contact us and keep it locked to our Instagram page at OurRadio.fm for all contest details. So submit your demos now and get ready to win. Hashtag Our DJ Battle, brought to you by KFC Streamline Systems and of course O.U.R Radio Limited. We're gonna do a little throwback for them, Trav. Let me get that one there one time.
Juice Nebula. Them boys see the kicks. Got me up a time to walk in at the shop with Jordan number 6. Everything I do make them boy feel sick. This I didn't have shit. Punch a rubber band on my wrist, nah. Nah, pull up in the whip. Big enough to fit me and yo, watch this. Before this they never know me. No honeys when I was yogi, Know them thing that I switch. Wow. Nah, before this they never know me. No honeys when I was yogi, Know them thing that I switch.
Them say man I get through, yeah. Say man I get through, yeah. Watch how time fly.
Yo!
Watch how time fly. Them say man I get through, yeah.
Big up Adelia team.
Man I get through, yeah.
Shout out Rexy City out there, Marabella. DJ Alipo, I see you.
But it wasn't easy, no. And they call me the GT boss. Living my dream, no. And they call me the GT boss. It wasn't easy, no. And they call me the GT boss. But we got the key, no.
Every youth have a dream. DJ Trav, line the next one.
Yeah, I swear.
868, it's all about the grind.
Grey clouds on the road unclear. All that matter was the time I share with my real friends. You think that you know, how the story it goes. You wasn't there for the ride, so don't be there when the road boy blows. So it goes, y'all don't know anything we do, everything straight, proper emblem. Y'all don't know, struggle where we came from, still I give thanks for my health and strength. Whether sunny or a drop top, whether mansion or a big yacht, material thing, we don't worry about that. Humble, how you feel about that?
Them say man I get through, yeah. Say man I get through, yeah. Watch how time fly.
The grind.
Them say man I get through, yeah. Say man I get through, yeah. Watch how time fly. No man I fly full time.
Fight with yourself, you at war. And nobody gon' see, nobody gon' scream, nobody gon' call. Want some peace of mind over. I want you to know, I want you to grow. Don't stop, see yourself.
Strictly TNT music. I tell you.
Dreams we made up was our underground, now we run the town. Big dreams we made from ghetto youth and star. All because of dreams we made up. All these dreams we made from. Some days go be high, go be low. But you have the right mindset, you know that you stay focused on your goals. Negative, yeah, when you're over, so have this all, yeah, motivation. Got your light, need no direction. Bring this sound, take to turn up the nation. Activate now, start elevation. It's dreams we made up was our underground, now we run the town. Big dreams we made from ghetto youth and star. All because of dreams we made up. All these dreams we made from.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the sounds of Aisha Noel. Track is called Dreams. We've been rinsing that for a few months, well, right here on the grind. You know, I mean, even since before Tobago Jazz, we was rinsing that. But she has a new one, right? I don't know the name because, I think it's Hallelujah. I believe so, because, you know, they didn't really label properly. But big she up still well. Big up Aisha still well, but she there. DJ Trapper, will you introduce that new one for me, please? Premiere right there on the grind. Alright then. We're gonna end off this segment with 2 brand new tunes, yeah, man. And this is one of them. Let's go.
When it's dark and I can't find my way, when it's cold outside and nobody else will stay, well, I know I'm warm in God's embrace. He gives me all I need. He's always there for me. Sit down, blessed in this city, blessed in this field, blessed in my hometown. I'm blessed. He said I'm blessed in the weather, all time and space. His love forever for me. So I say, lift the alley, alley, bring the alley, alley, we love the alley, hallelujah. And we say, plenty alley, alley, bring the alley, alley.
Yes, mommy, giving thanks for another week.
Hallelujah. Know you want the victory, say with me, he'll do it. Heard you want the victory, say his name, he'll do it. No matter where he takes me, I'm going. It's not enough to say it, he shows me I'm blessed in this city, blessed in the field, blessed in my hometown. I'm blessed. He said I'm blessed in the weather, all time and space. His love forever for me. So I say, lift the alley, alley, bring the alley, alley, we love the alley, hallelujah. And we say, plenty alley, alley, bring the alley, alley, lift up the alley.
Yes, man. Sounds of Aisha Noel. That's a brand new one. I think it's called Hallelujah, right? You know it is. Artists, make sure when you're submitting your music, make sure and label the thing and them properly for my artist name and then song name. That we make the thing easy for we now. All right? Yeah. Right. Don't forget to submit your music now. MP3 format and edited for radio to music@ourradio.fm. In the meantime, everybody that's listening and locked on, I want you to do 2 things. I want you to like the video right now if you're watching wherever you're watching from. I want you to jump in the comments. We're gonna take a quick break after this song. This is a premiere as well. And I want you to tell us where you want us to go. We could go I feeling to go local hip-hop scene as our guest is coming through in the next hour, right? Just to warm up the vibes, right? Or we could go to some reggae. I don't know, is that time of the year, new soca music busting. We could go soca. We could go dancehall. Go jump in the comments and let us know where you want us to go next after our break. But this one, now shout out to Mozzie Beats. He has an entire album out right now that I believe is called History Book. Producer Mozzie Beats, and he's featured or collaborated with tons of Trinidad and Tobago artists on the project. It's a really dope project. It has a really dope sound, you know what I mean? So this one, of course you've heard the music if you listen to O.U.R radio. This is coming down from Asia Raid. Track is called How I Feel, produced by Mozzie Beats. Off of that said album, we are closing off our first segment with this one.
868, it's all about the grind.
You found me. It was late night thoughts in the middle of the dance floor around me. I don't want anybody else, I'm sure that you ground me. Save my love for you and no one else. It's different, definitely not something I'm used to. Permission to leave my heart in my sleep for you. I miss this type of shit that's so real now. I can't hide how I feel. So down so fast I can't stay up. That's how I feel. That's alright. You say you lost without me and you can't think straight. I just wanna say, that I feel the same way. It's not right how you get me feeling so damn high. So whenever I think that I might cry, think I gotta go. Never felt so hard before. Oh, this shit is so nice. Oh, falling hard won't lie. See me caught in my brain, running around, trying to you straight up, and you hold me so down, keep me so down, so fast I can't stay up. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's alright.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's the sounds of Asia Ray and Mozzie Beats on the track. On the production track is called How I Feel off of that album. It's called History Book. Go and stream it up on all streaming platforms now. You know, in the coming weeks you'll probably have Mozzie, maybe if it's not in studio, in a virtual. And something, you know what I mean? We gotta support the youths and them doing great works. We got 3 votes for hip hop in the comments, so I guess that's where we gotta go by DJ Trav, which is not hard for us to do, right? All right. Yeah, but this is Grind, and we are powered by.
We exposed 5 strangers to KFC's delicious chicken to see if any time could be KFC time. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain, and it's confirmed. KFC's flavor makes anytime KFC time. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Get ready as OurRadio.fm presents our DJ Battle.
Every girl pull up on a DJ spot. Every girl wanna know a DJ.
Our radio is looking for the hottest young DJs and announcers to become part of our patriotic lineup and represent Trinidad and Tobago music the right way. Do you have what it takes to impress our celebrity judges and entertain the fans live on air? Then now is your chance to win brand new DJ equipment, vouchers, and a 1-year contract with OurRadio.fm to fill our coveted Friday night slot. Register today by sending a 15-minute demo mix to DJ Battle at OurRadio.fm. That's DJ Battle at OurRadio.fm. Contestants must be 18 years and over. Deadline for submissions is Friday, September 1st. Contact and keep it locked to our Instagram page at OurRadio.fm for all contest details. So submit your demos now and get ready to win our DJ Battle. Brought to you by KFC, Streamline Systems, and O.U.R. Radio Limited.
You're listening to The Grind with Chromatics playing the best in TNT music.
It's like the one. We don't want to see no grieving faces. Man, when free, let the guy in Mason. So think turn up on speed, man, tighten up your lacing. Come from my ends when I never did get to know, man. Do my own shit, set and have until the end, and I bet to now it's one. Yeah, that one. Never did bet on that one. Hit on you, that one. Dressed in black, Batman. One. Back then, one. Fat one. One. Think I done that season 1. My car pull up, no keys in 1. Man too cold, the freezing 1. For the money I'm pacing. Doctor my scene with patience. But my woman's name in station. When we shut them quick and pacing. John my location. Catch me there in the latest fashion. Yeah man, pre-gun starvation. Press play with no vacation. Hot mind them hating. And I real like online dating. When money start compilating. Them wonder how it tasting. Now back to the baking. Real generals can relating. Us all night and dazing. And the machine not encasing. Now the world they put my radar. When we turn to that fader. Bad mind won't see me in power. Try man I wanna put me in court. I don't see the forces start. Burn that spliff and I'm on and looking down for my decking. They not like but sure they respecting this one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, man, that's me. I Sasha love that tune into the grind. You don't know which Chromatics.
Back then, one, fat one. Think I done that season 1. New car pull up, no keys in 1. Say I cold like a freezing 1. That one, them never bet on that one. Pull up on the block, that one. Dressed in black, Batman. Back
back then. Fat one. Think I done a season 1 where I won.
This I want go make them lock it up. Idiot can step out when we rock. You get Trinidad in the Bronx. Ain't no stop to hustle, get your things. Life a pain, digging out that they look it the same. Price of thing gone up, so look the hustle not the same. Machine busting up the crime, it sky up like a plane. Some they have no choices, so they have to do the same. Until the dawn is day, we not to select.
Sounds of Mad City, back to back. That's how we jump in some hip hop. This is how we do it. They're real different. That's why you live.
Cause this year one gon' make a hit a lock off. Some boy mind your lane and stay there cause you're not us. Who don't know their role and function, they get us off. This the caliber to wait knock your socks off. God, this year one gon' make a jump a lock off. Some boy mind your lane and stay there cause you're not us. Who don't know their role and function, they get us off. Now then Galina, we bet taking she sucks off. And we be on till it's dead. We not to slide. Welcome to the. You're tuning into the life. All the joking it enough. That way every Friday night, Bella weed and crack a flash. Wow. See them on the road, we'll block it off. But idiot can step out when we rock. We can all this shit in not to love. Now who feels it, they know it is the same. Stigmatine, living condition, it's like the train. Man don't want you explain. When they hungry, run your chain. You're tuning to the life system of you're in a spot. 2 got shot on that night. What's the mode for all who pass? And we be all until it's day. Welcome to the
I am man on the hit list. Long, free witness. Run American die fitness. Fat automatic. Right now I feel fast sweet check. Me and my dog in a spaceship. B14 but I can switch. Go long man I cook a crayfish. Pull on the scene and a cousin and see the girl say that she man go get lock off. To drink by the body girl jump in my candy. Till it pop off.
I know we have some heads locked on right now. Let me introduce you to some new artists, a new tune. This is called Top Off from Higher Man.
I am man on the hit list. Long, free witness. Run American die fitness. Fat automatic. Right now I feel fast sweet check. Me and my dog in a spaceship. B14 but I can switch. Go long man I cook a crayfish. Pull on the scene and a cousin and see the girl say that she man go get lock off. To drink by the body girl jump in my candy. Till it pop off. Say she wanna roll like a star boy. Don't know we come from far boy. Play them girl like a star boy. Give them girl all my money.
Nah boy.
Original shit like a knob block. Tattoo on my face like rod man. No locks on the head but a dread man. Say she fall in love with a head man. 2023 feeling like all of the plate and got done. Miss Winnie Fred, second son. I am man on the hit list. Long, free witness. Run American die fitness. Fat automatic. Right now I feel fast sweet check. Me and my dog in a spaceship. B14 but I can switch. Go long man I cook a crayfish. They travel me down but I travel. I feel like a crab out the barrel. I run the place like a searle. I all about love I don't curl. 2 Guinness and 1 Magnum. I lick in my head and the boy just feeling mannish. I got the bag and tonight I feel like I could link up with a Spanish. I am man and big let's we is a careful trapper. Then you walk right in. Why you be working? Sure be twerking and she have a
Easy Red so dread.
Shit out the jungle, I run a girl as they call him we king. Can you walk Friday? If this ain't a big song, walk Friday. Can you walk Friday? I am man on the hit list. Long, free witness. Run American die fitness.
Easy cutie Ross. Quick, pick up yourself.
Me and my dog in a spaceship.
We are the wave. We swag surfing, dripping on our wave. Got chains on my neck, but nigga ain't no slave. Let it come here run this city, girl behave. Just do me a favor, tell them we are the
wave. I surf on us, dog and shook on us. Class I purr from a level marijuana. Copping Kirk on us. Yeah, I'm really high. In the sky, 65,050 miles. Trinity child, Liddy's vibes.
Hail Mary, hallelujah. I'm a 3-point shooter. I just pull up in the Uber and hop out the sunroof. Car go boop, boop. Your girl go I'm past up. We on the wave. We swag surfing, dripping on our wave. Got chains on my neck, but nigga I ain't no slave. Let it come here on this city, girl behave. Just do me a favor, tell them we are the.
Since they wanna be nigga rich, them I wanna see a nigga rich. Pull up on the sunny, take a nigga bitch. Jump out that bitch.
In this way for a long while, love girl get pile up my profile. Air Island flowing on my style. Holy grail champagne push combine.
She asked me what I got on. Told her that's good weed and cologne, no.
wave, new day, fresh smoke at that new grade. Smell fresher than sushi on a new plate on a Tuesday. You hate, but I'm married to the game, wedding ring and a bouquet. Bring the heat to where you stay and we play like a icon.
Good, that's drip me like a python. I don't give, hype, when I'm done. I'm the icon. Good, that's drip me like a python. Working 8 to 4 just to keep the lights on. That's a lot that I'm on. Yeah, Vanessa, Tessa, Lauren, Sheena, Cassie, Liv.
Easy Valdez, where's the carnage? Back to back carnage.
Apologies, bro. They always saying Naj, well, you need some patience. The journey long, I cutting corners like I speed racing. Stop calling my name, you ain't no pro, you're pro at hating. And if I get fed up, my pop up like notifications. Now they try to get rid of me cause of my energy is straight trouble. Love it when the gal bubble. Side chick wanna cuddle. And if you take this food, understand that we need that double. Now she looking for a son, I didn't say none, she passed it, I shovel. I'm a west and east side, things on pause cause I know what to get that dough. I got exes on both sides, I'm in the middle like tic-tac-toe. But we don't keep up birds in cages, ego fly, though we let that go. And they sound like mine, tell me where I get that flow. I got Chrome on the phone, I tell bro better pass that torch. Cause if you don't do that, I go how to take that by force. You see the stats, all wins, no losses. And them switching sides really have me crossed.
All of my dog, them they active, yeah. All of my birds, them attractive, yeah. Them like badness and slackness, yeah. Give them badness and slackness, yeah. All of my dog, them they active, yeah. All of my birds, them attractive, yeah. Them like badness and slackness, yeah.
You're listening to The Grind.
Hop on a jet ski, come carnage, baby, come check me. My girl is Spanish, light skin and sexy. And I call look way she hook, make her that catchy. She have a cup of the shape, root boy, don't deal with no Pepsi. Killing them outside to talk them in nice. Them fully done, stick my advice. Them smoke loud and make too much noise. Yeah, if you wrong, you leave them no choice. Dealing with the cash, got invoice, sending the boys.
All of my dog, them they active, yeah. All of my birds, them attractive, yeah. Them like badness and slackness, yeah. Give them badness. I ain't had no time for the smokes. I ain't had no time for the smokes. My whole team winning, yeah, we fought.
If you don't have time for small talk, let me see some flames in the comments.
Bags of zero, gravity, my weed irregular. All this shit I do all day now, we not regular. First class, the first number on my cellular. Count this money every day, now we not regular. I need a rake for all this money. So true. Don't know what to do, know what to do. We're not the same, man, not the same. Legendary, I thought I told you.
But I'm class and nebula. Outer space like we's a nebula. Fuss we be burning up level, but
The
she
Grind.
She give it up. Easy like doubles, duh. Your girl giving trouble, bruh. Make up enough. All of my gal, them see like a bubble nut. Roll up big one, I go up and up. We love the cannabis, gorilla glue is immaculate. Your ganja softer than daffodils. We going up, ain't no stopping it. Woo, I'm the truth, yeah. You know how I do, yeah. 2MV my crew, nice.
I ain't had no time for the smokes. I ain't had no time for the smokes. My whole team winning, yeah, we fought. And we ain't had no time for the smokes.
Don't talk.
Bags of zero gravity, my weed irregular. I do all day now, we not regular. First class, the first number on my cellular. Count this money every day, now we not regular.
Nice.
I need a
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Grind, playing the best in TNT music. All they tell us to go on the hip-hop vibes. We in our hip-hop vibes. I seen some requests coming in for some heavy thing here. Some heavy things. You know what I mean? But we keeping it a little light right now because when the man reach, it gonna be real heaviness. Real heavy. Good thing, you know what I mean? In the meantime, let me deal with this.
Young boy, I just do it like a fresh pair of Nikes. You a star.
Parties goes by the name of Black King Coffee. This one is called Tropics 1, and then we're gonna play Tropics 2 in a film. This is...
You're listening to The Grind.
When it comes to the young boy, I just do it like a fresh pair of Nikes. You a star on the gram, I get cash, you get likes. Used to go to sleep, bugs in my bed, I get bite. Now I can't even wear the same thing twice. Now I can't with you snakes and you mice. Remember making money off the cards and the dice. Same lifestyle, make some friends who did life. Yeah, this shit major, ain't talking hype. I got the drip like my mama a pipe. She said she missed me last night, yeah, on Skype. I said I know, but I'ma make it right. Chasing these bags, I don't sleep in the night. Back to the islands for scotch, catch a flight. Back to the islands for scotch, catch a flight. Back to the islands for scotch, catch a flight. Ayy. Tropics, I'ma take a girl back to the tropics. You ain't talking about money, new topic. Ayy, MC Hammer, you can touch us. Ayy, tropics, I'ma take a girl back to the tropics. You ain't talking about money, new topics. MC Hammer, you can touch us. Real bad man, top shutter. Remember eating rice and butter. Ayy, no one living so good. Catch me rolling on a date with your mother. Ayy, come $100 bills gay, cause the bills there kissing on each other. Ayy, face to face coming to the check. Told her no hickeys on my neck. You ain't fake, change green on your neck. TD, Scotiabank, all about a check. G6, G7, fly like a jet. They plot and they pre, so I'm watching my back. Flexing finesse and I'm coming up moolah. Trinidad panic, come straight from my jeweler. Feel like cartel, call me World Boss Junior. You a young boy, okay, let me school ya. Hey, tropics. I'ma take a girl back
to the tropics.
You ain't talking about money.
So as I said, that was the old tropics. We're playing that since the inception of the grind. So let me come with tropics number 2 now. Black King Kofi are the artist.
Girl says she want a rude boy from the tropics. Make my own cash, I don't watch no man pocket. Disrespecting coming fast like a rocket. Tropics. Girl says she want
868, it's all about the grind.
Cash, I don't watch no man pocket. Disrespecting coming fast like a rocket.
Fly out, get your passport stamp up. Up in my room, and me make she belly cramp up. She never had a real one, the man them used to amp up. Look me in my eyes, baby, where you want now? Standing on your toes, she in the beach in a bikini. Let me make your wishes come true like genie. The man that wanna be me, they act like they don't see me. Most you man cap new era or a beanie. Real bad man, top shutter. Remember eating rice and butter. Black King the name when you say it, don't stutter. Let me flout gal somewhere where it hotter. Real bad man, top shutter. Remember eating rice and butter. Black King the name when you say it, don't stutter. Let me flout gal somewhere where.
Watch them who don't see me grow.
Wait, hold on. Alright.
Somebody said Natty Royal.
Watch them who don't see me grow. See this is what we need, we on. And I know it will never be no easy road. So we shoot up for the stars, trigger squeeze, reload. To the east we go, so we can learn about rising. From the sun when it shine on the island. And free the people from the wicked and violent. Them all up in with business like CEO. They were action.
Wait, it's too black for them. If that I want, if it's too bumbo clad black for them, or it's too right for them, cause it's not wrong.
That's how I function. No, it's hard read, but like a suntan. And it's ass in my vest like a tongue man. Girls see me talking, they wanna know where I come from. So, see, I give me 2 choices, pick one. Tell me do you still wanna play victim? And people guess I'm a dipping like Lipton. Or do you wanna be rich and live long? Anyway, just more money make. It take preparation, it take patience. It don't matter if you're Trinidad or Haitian. When the point is we all come from the ancients. So you will talk about Mars, look at my team. Talk about riding, talk about goals, talk about dreams, talk about climbing. But when I see the money done make, so the money done make. Every man has a
read. Give me that latte again from the top now, man. Shells are Natty Royal. Yeah. Track is called The Money Done Make, I tell you.
Watch them who don't see me grow. See this is what we need, we on. And I know it will never be no easy road. So we shoot up for the stars, trigger squeeze, reload. To the east we go, so we can learn about rising. From the sun when it shine on the island. And free the people from the wicked and violent. Them all up in with business like CEO. They were action.
Wait, it's too black for them. If that I want, if it's too bumbo clad black for them, or it's too right for them, cause it's not wrong.
That's how I function. No, it's hard read, but like a suntan. And it's ass in my vest like a tongue man. Girls see me talking, they wanna know where I come from.
Big up all sour people with our year.
This big one, tell me do you still wanna play victim?
Barataria El Sepuro, wrong with you.
Be rich and live long. Anyway, just more money make. It take preparation, it take patience. It don't matter if it's
Santa Cruz.
When the point is we all come from the ancients. So you will talk about Mars, look at my team. Talk about riding, talk about goals, talk about dreams, talk about climbing. But when I see the money done make, so the money done make. Every mother send great when the money done make. So I'm when the court case. Everybody gon' shake when the money done make. So let them run up in my place. Let's pull it on it like this when the money done make. So the money done make. The money done make.
Yeah, boy.
About 3.5 in a spliff. Don't know me, I'm the real herbalist. Fuck, take the negative, they give me. Put it with the positive, charge it to the game now. Every day me lit, every day me lit. Money coming in non-stop, dog. Every day me lit, every day me lit. Big blessings I pour for me click. Listen up, hey. Treat the money like football, watch how me raise it. Have enough stripes, never wear case-ways. I just beat up the road like slavery. Me and one of small bread man's with a bakery. Wrist cold, AC, past 16. Yeah, I aggressive with the money, I just whip cream. 2 girl 1 time, yeah, split screen. Flawless victory, every day me lit, every day me lit. Money coming in non-stop, dog.
Every Monday, I thought attack every day on O.U.R. Hello.
Hello. Me click, so me sing again. Lit, every day me lit. Money coming in non-stop, dog. Every day me lit, every day me lit. Big blessings I pour for me click. Listen up, hey. Every time you see the team done, no city ting talk. Yeah. Money enough now, feel we need a bring strong. My neck light up the place like Christmas. Fox in a real life, gal. Fat life. Feel on bank account when I ravers. Watch how me dance about. Gal was steam. Me up the right amount. Flip profit and watch my money this month. Every day me lit, every day me lit.
Yes, man.
Coming in non-stop, dog.
11 till
lit, every day me
slash Brooklyn in the house. Easy John Square.
Sing again. Lit, every day me lit. Money coming in non-stop, dog. Every day me lit, every day.
But you know what they call me out here?
Yo,
respect the done. Respect the respect the done. Yeah, respect the done. Yeah. Yo, who you rating? Yo, none of them nice. I'm a king on the throne.
Give me sound.
Respect the done. Respect the done.
You're listening to the grind.
Respect the done. Respect the done.
You better respect the done.
Respect the done. Yeah. Respect the done. Yeah. Yo, who you rating? Yo, none of them nice. I'm a king on a throne when in front of these mics. So when I say the bars throwing me and talking, getting drunk and in fights, live by the barcode is why these lines come with a price. They say that on money I'm placing less emphasis. Spinning heads, catching this, you better fetch exorcist. Write rhymes and block letters, call it capital punishment, cause these ain't just lines, they're death sentences. My dick in her tummy is what your honey wishes. She want a stand-up guy, you want some funny business. Hope you know you have a very feely touchy missus when she put she mouth on the goat and talking curry dishes. Since a kiddo I've been in such haste. They sleeping, they kiss the pillow when I spit one takes. I'm creeping from in the window, still they still shut gates. No snitching on Biggie's widow, never give up faith. What? When Rook on the trap, they go respect it.
You're listening to the grind.
Respect the done. Respect the done. Respect the done. Respect the done. Respect the respect the done. Yeah. Respect the done. Yeah. Yo, who you rating? Yo, none of them nice. I'm a king on a throne when in front of these mics. So when I say the bars throwing me and talking, getting drunk and in fights, live by the barcode is why these lines come with a price. They say that on money I'm placing less emphasis. Spinning heads, catching this.
If you're loving the music, make sure you like the video.
Block letters, call it capital punishment.
We rinsing hip hop to the reach. Here is yet. So yeah, a little.
She want a stand-up guy, you want some funny business. Hope you know you have a very feely touchy missus when she put she mouth on the goat and talking curry dishes. Since a kiddo I've been in such haste. They sleeping, they kiss the pillow when I spit one takes. I'm creeping from in the window, still they still shut gates. No snitching on Biggie's widow, never give up faith. What? When Rook on the trap, they go respect the Dan. Putting Trini on the map, they go respect the Dan. North side, south side, they go respect the Dan. Respect the Dan, they go respect the Dan. Set up the mic, they go respect the Dan. Talent over hype, they go respect the Dan. When he touch a stage, they go respect the Dan. Respect the Dan, they go respect the Dan. Why's the voice raps the blow steam, but God like the talkers. All my battles go scream and go and find the losses. Attack your whole team, your squad likely forfeits. All your tracks is so sweet as Klondike recordings. All the tapping phone screens I got likes before this. Been mapped my whole dream, I chart mighty courses. Never distracted, roads clean, you can't drive me off it. Very relaxed, I go breathe, I'm calm, spike the storming. Wide awake dreams, time to chase these higher stake deals. RZA on the boards, time to make cream. Try and shame these guys that waste beats with rhymes from mainstream. Buying fake screens, isolate please. Social distance from you vocal infants are flowing for sport. In the zone with the talk tight the game needs. Show persistence and I'm known for brilliance. Still froze as a corpse, I spit the coldest of thoughts. Quite a brain freeze. When Rook on the trap, they go
respect the Dan.
Trini on the map,
you better respect the Dan.
Side, south side.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, playing some hip hop music right out of Trinidad and Tobago. All the artists, all the production and thing. Big up Rook, big J-Rook. Well, if it's J-Rook anymore, just Rook is Rook Beats. Yeah, big up Rook on the beats, man. Check out that whole album. This is Mike Wise. It's called Dan, right? And the album name is Mad Scene. is the name of the album, right? So go and stream up them numbers. But get ready as KFC presents our DJ battle. Our radio is looking for the hottest young DJs and announcers to become part of our patriotic lineup and represent Trinidad and Tobago music the right way. Do you have what it takes to impress our celebrity judges and entertain the fans live on air? Then now is your chance to win brand new DJ equipment, vouchers, and a 1-year contract with O.U.R Radio.fm to fill our coveted Friday night slot in our DJ battle. Register today by sending a 15-minute demo mix to DJ battle at ourradio.fm. Contestants must be 18 years and over, right? Deadline for submissions is Friday, September 1st. That is next week Friday. So again, it could be a mix that you have out already. It don't matter, right? Just send your submission. There's a demo mix. It could be whatever, right? A mix that you did already, etc. Contact and keep it locked to our Instagram page at ourradio.fm for all contest details. So submit your demos now and get ready to win our DJ battle, brought to you by KFC, Streamline Systems, and O.U.R Radio Limited. Right? Let me hit them some hand now, Trav. Some hand from the top.
You're listening to the grind.
Tell them they not bad. Them not bad like the gang. 31 to some boy. Uncle ring the shop.
Where we from?
I from the land of Bacchanal and Steel Pan. When the dogs touch the road, big gallus get the jam. Mighty no lazy, big money is we plan. Don't let me make a susu with your face and my hand.
We don't talk, we just make cash, we just drink rum, headers get lashed, man.
Yo. 868, it's all about the grind.
Strictly TNT music. All you make sure like up the video now, man. What I'm telling you?
Tell them they not bad. Them not bad like the gang. 31 to some boy. Uncle ring the shop. I from the land of Bacchanal and Steel Pan. When the dogs touch the road, big gallus get the jam. Mighty no lazy, big money is we plan. Don't let me make a susu with your face and my hand.
We don't talk, we just make cash, we just drink rum, headers get lashed, man. We talk shit, faces get bashed. Can gal runs back on this trash. We don't take talk, for you see it, we all the team boy, we don't play boy, use a fresh man, that's the big. 8 times use a clock.
High is the man, Uncle Johnny, money walking all around me. Foot on the neck till he can't breathe. I'm coming like smoke on me, yeah. Shooting B-road and I reload for my dust dog, just a dead pity devil if it's scared. I from the land of Bacchanal and Steel Pan. When the
Show's a first class, featuring Dirty Boy Fresh. Sick of send me the.
Don't let me make a susu with your face and my hand. No chaser, everything straight. We touch down them boy vex. Cause the team next bust down. The difference between me and your trip is mine custom. No, this the team we just function.
See we and see we boy, I mean that. I don't like the look up in your eyes, dog. I could peep.
Red subject.
I kinda grimy finish on that real bad. Please don't get comfortable on the ground like a beanbag. I need your opinions or feedback. Ease me up. I doing my own thing. I don't need man. Repeat it now. Had to beat the streets just like a steel pan. Beat it up and look to make a dollar. I don't thief. And gal that are the least. All them gal and them is problem. 99 problem each. I never look for one to make 100. That's my piece. I just hustle 24/7 cause I is a beast. Look the money there, money way, all long in my jeans.
I from the land of Bacchanal and Steel Pan. When the dogs touch the road, big gallus get the jam. Mighty no lazy, big money is we.
You know it's we motivation on the grind.
With your face and me.
They say my greatest motivator is bad mind. Every
My mother always told me that took me a while.
The greatest motivator in life, aside from horn, is bad mind.
Not to all people, but
they say my greatest motivator is bad mind. Every couple months, hit them back with a mad rhyme. They tell me go forward, they want city man sign. Still try to stay connected home like a landline. When it's said and done, you better build me a damn shrine. I was chasing rocks, he was having a grand time. And I'm Trinidad's finest. You rewind this, uproar behind this. On the topic of songs, it's jotted in forms that's difficult to grasp. Every night won't stop till it dawns on you. Could've crowned me with jewels, they opted for thorns. No time allotted for bones, but they flunking in swarms. Give me a button of thongs, can't be slow and dense. No offense, you need to blow intense like tropical storms. Potent lines, no crack rock in my joints. Potent as oxycontin with bones concocted in dorms. On the topic of food, we never stopped yours. We've been through the same old struggle and we did not pause. Pick locks like Puff, we never knocked doors. Then we capital brutalized. You tryna duck yours. He see we sails as he looking from a sunken place. He busting up his mouth like he took a punch to face. Food for thought, better give that Sunday lunch a taste. Mix me a drink, minus the chase. Cause my greatest motivation is bad mind. Every couple months, hit them back with a mad rhyme. They tell me go forward, they was city man sign. Still try to stay connected on like a
next one.
Yo, those street corners corrupted us. Rough rider had to buckle up. Hard times birth for the hustler. Another day for a struggler. Stomach empty, Henny guzzler. Gotta keep my courage up. Jail cell never discourage us. You ain't do crime or time fine, can never be one of us. Good fellas, hood dwellers. I live the life to be a bookseller.
What them say, sour?
Make it look better. I ain't gotta brag. Talk about Gucci and Prada bags. Stack chips from my kids to college grads. I'm out the back.
Shouts at them red.
And Alcatraz, watching Albus pass in his hourglass. Grab my sour stash. Now there's degrees about it. Stop talking and just be about it. The fake ones always speak the loudest. Be observant cause the streets is crowded. But rats, roaches, they creep around it. Them thoughts just keep me grounded. Now there's degrees about it. Stop talking and just be about it. The fake ones always speak the loudest. Be observant cause the streets is crowded. But rats, roaches, they creep around it. Them thoughts just keep me grounded. You're the street professor, teaching lectures. Take time to release my pressure. Say a prayer before I eat my breakfast. Hit the strip with illegal methods. Ain't no way I'm here late. I don't play with stacking these legal tenders. A lot of hate, I'm getting my dollar straight. So much to tolerate, treat every day like a holiday. Stay grounded, remember words of my mama say. Who don't hear this feel, some feel it the proper way. So I keep all my feelings aside, locked away. Keep my head high above clouds is where I gotta stay. Thank God for all the blessings that I got today. Degrees to the shit, so this knowledge, yeah, you got to pay. Now there's degrees about it. Stop talking and just be about it. The fake ones always speak the loudest. Be observant cause the streets is crowded. But rats, roaches, they creep around it. Them thoughts just keep me grounded. Now there's degrees about it. Stop talking and just be about it. The fake ones always speak the loudest. Be observant cause the streets is crowded. But rats, roaches,
they talking about how they don't like me. I tell them please don't try to fight me. Because dog you could get licked on. And I ain't talking about no vice or no fighting. It's only lightning straight out of the nozzle. Dog the flash it very frightening. Yeah, bite him, hot mouth pepper talking. Now I had to slight him. Game bout to any belly so dog it gripe him. Is you tell me that you want excitement? And I man know not to pick the fruit before it ripen. No car biting, no force ripen. I get the message already, why are you still typing? Why are you on the ground and still fighting? Looking for talk, you shoulda look another way to walk. Looking for truck, where he was liming them and line him out. He tried to be in and out, they don't know what he about. Send him on a different route. And I lay plenty dinero for me compadre and madre. Laughing at money like Marshall, ha hey, ha ha hey. Ecstatic with the band, shows party that is the plan. My shit down X the board, do not watch for pedestrians. My vision HD, I swap it out for the 4D. The man before me to match the road is Super B-L-U-E. The road match champ, rags and flags. It's time to bring mass back. Mans have you coming for blessings like Ice Iowa. George Curious at the water, so George Finance. Boat and no swimming like Bovettes are down the islands. Crossing all the borders but don't cross mine. That maximum pressure is being applied. Red so dread, 5 side, raw beef like 5 guys. War we don't advertise, hustle and we exercise. Running the road and then ride. Eyes a triathlete. Red so dread, 5 side. Yeah, though. Straight up on the 8-6, miss me with the fake shit.
Well, boy, our guest is on his way.
Thanks. 200 brigadas.
Look, straight up out the 8-6, miss me with the flip. Straight up out the 8-6, miss me with the flip. Straight up out the 8-6, miss me with the flip. Straight up out the 8-6, up out the 8-6. Straight up out the 8-6, miss me with the flip. Straight up out the 8-6, miss me with the flip. Straight in with the weapon, had them second guessing. Thought that I was sweet, the man they must have been asleep. It's about to get deep, make them boy take a seat. Down south ride or drip down in designer. You can't talk to me, how you looking like a pipe. Gianni G4 have been the man. Ain't money with the gang down my hands. Say. Yeah, believe I do this every day, boy. Yeah. Red, white, black, flagging all day to the great boy. Yeah, best believe me when I say, boy. Yeah, dirty.
Dirty boy fresh, yeah, I know.
We don't waste time, so miss me with the talk thing. Got beef, I got the fire, gun spitting like Bungie Garlic. Hitting with the high, Trinity boy with no patience. Got it doing rice and tiller impersonations. They be like, don't, before assassination. assassination. They sold sugar plantations, and I got a sweet tooth. Talk behind my back, cause I'm known to knock the teeth loose. Tell them hold them on the this lunch.
Twin Island flows, call it Ibis, yes, I fly with birds. Take my representative, so Gianni told me drop a verse. Allen's put that in a hearse, country on my back now. Been a business, global mall, bigger than the map now. Dirty said to get him sold, no, I won't back down. Time to let the world know the May boys running rap now. Blood, sweat, ash until I go. That's why everywhere I go, I let them know. I'm an 868 boy. Yeah.
Believe I do this every day, boy. Yeah. Red, white, black, flag, and all day to the great boy.
We see Nico. That's yeah. Right, bro.
Best believe me when I say, boy. Best believe me when I say. Best believe me when I say.
I'm introducing Leezy, this is easy, lemon squeezy, I'm the one. Please believe me, I'm the truth. Can't deceive me, blow the roof ceiling, I'm the proof. They the putting on, just looking scrumptious, and I'm coming for Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Everyone is food, bro. My pears look like chicken. Look, listener, I just live where you vacation. Catch me on your radio station.
Yeah, I'm 868. If you ain't 86 skate, real Trini mashed down the doubles with a bake. White rice with a little pepper on my stick. I'll pepper up the place. Dancing with the devs, pushing up the peps, push it to a length. That shit ain't real, how the it didn't press. Whipping up the work, I turn the kitchen to a mess.
I'm an 868 boy. Yeah. Believe I do this every day, boy. Yeah. Red, white, black, flagging all day to the great boy. Yeah. Best believe me when I say, boy.
Trying to make $1 million off of minuscule amounts. Trying to shake the ceiling when I spit it to the bounce. They love the way I'm spilling, every syllable he counts. So specific when he shouts rhymes, lyrical accounts. All day in the studio with intervals for stouts. That's right, pass the Guinness soon as them raps is finished. Look at the competition, when you lose it's done. But never point the finger, that's the rule of thumb. Till my day in the grave, my plots is rhyme schemes. To the base I'm a slave, them knocks my mind fiends. This Trinity places my cave, these docks define dreams. When news travels faster than cops to crime scenes. For this dream me don't play like Ray, the chef cooks and fiends just go cray. You lames at best look for peace and don't stray. Rename them Westbrook, your team just okay. Don't test mine, my life is the Southside style. Foul mouth rap, spit it out quite vile. How they be afraid to rap too hard, you're an extraterrestrial's dinner, they alienate you. For 2018 I'm trying to make me a breakthrough. Maybe it's late to, self-doubt lately is painful, but the pen never drops, every page he escaped through. They in awe of the way he remained true, yeah.
So my boy Young Rod was like, just talk some shit in the middle here, and we'll be alright. Yeah.
Yo, I got my finger on the pulse like a paramedic. And them bars that they dropping, well, it's quite pathetic. They like, who gave you the right to critique and edit? I tell them don't feel no way like it's anesthetic. I'm prophetic, listen my rhymes and get a good feel. Fuck a record label, they should offer me a book deal. Never wrote a fable, you could tell it when it looked real. Take a walk in my shoes, then tell me how your foot feel. Been spitting some CDs, was skipping like leg day. Change positions like a topic, she in love with my segue. Wanna do me in the dark, in the park like Fenway. Ask me if I get in true, I said I'm making some headway. Puffing on that Don Jacob, purple dragon. You ain't gang banging, but down your flag dragging. It's like you're backtracking, I swear your pants sagging. You should put your verse in the purse or your man bagging. Forget about rapping and getting beats from producers. You going live on Facebook, the only 2 viewers. I'm like catnip the cougars, you're like catnaps and snoozers. Only repping on yourself like heavy codeine abusers. While I stay woke, Watson Duke is joke. The way the flow flowed, I reached the bagel in one stroke. And if you can't tell like Medellin that I'm dope, then here's another Chromatics verse for you to quote. Go.
Yeah. Alright. Watch. Yeah. It's the young pox, the hung raps with the dumb raps. Who loves fox and smooth strong to my lungs jocks. So then you how I run tracks. Not fast but endurance is how I run laps around these limbs. And well, I've been rapping since like the age of 12. When I started blazing L's, my mind stayed in hell. But still dog, a nigga never prayed. I fell deeper than Lake Canal. Chanel for making staples gel. Those who walk hate me, while they love to watch me like leatherback babies hatching in Matura. Not a soul can't phase me, latching on the Buddha. Precision like the man Casey smacking down a loser. Trini's love drinks and ice down in the cooler. Walking into fats, but packs more like a hoorah. Trekking through the stars, spitting fire, keeping the sun hot and causing global warming. To me that life boring. Lately dog some psychs taught him that the way we treat the earth really bro is quite appalling. We live like humanity's invincible when we are quite mortal. That's why life's awesome. So I live it to the fullest, plain and simple. Down I just like rhymes, love spreading peace and knowledge, having this lifestyle. Smoke this with my spitting bars with Martins and Mike.
Me back up and me ready for the road. And if you see the jump how we low.
You're Brooklyn on them.
Yes, it is I, Prophet Benjamin. Picking up a brother first class and the tropical family. Rolling out from Trinidad and Tobago with a new song. That one your name coming from Aruga. 10 pound a collie. In a jeep with me 2 high bloody. Just get one of them gold and grade if you smell the hour. Cut and go through them roadblock in a study.
Boy, coming from Aruga. 10 pound of weed in a transport bag. 2-3 shooters. Just in case any boy play mad, helicopter roll out. Uncle tell me classy, don't worry about that. Custom Tida, dog. 12 on them can't find my stash. I feeling like Inca Mouse. Can just smuggling in and out box. The bricks I have fish, never house. Family to feed, I brought my cash, my lord, where you see?
Granny called me on the phone, she said hurry up.
Them fellas they think for the stash. And Prophet don't tell me that.
Coming from Aruga, 10 pound a collie. In a jeep with me 2 high bloody. Just get one of them gold and grade if you smell the hour. Cut and go through them roadblock in a study. Said we coming from Ish, the deep on a collie. My road there in a jeep with me 2 high bloody. Just get a gold and grade if you smell the hour. Cut and go, cut and go, cut and go.
Them don't know first class always have the highest grade. Officer, you can find it cause it's in my brain. And I don't
cause you done roll it in a paper. One things we don't beg with favors. Some of them boy them in no data. Now where they can't connect. I go down on the coast and link with the Spanish. Pounds of the loud that green like cabbage. 100 piece my lord is damaged. 21 corn in the clip by savage. Some joke a smoke I can't manage. 2 pull and then they start panic. Cough and go on like if they want me. Prophet tell them what the plan is.
Coming from Aruga, 10 pound a collie. In a jeep with me 2 high bloody. Just get one of them gold and grade if you smell the hour. Cut and go through them roadblock in a
yeah. You know I get
Trinidad Tobago with this one.
I done seen a lot of things, a lot of change. I had to switch it up. I ain't got no friends, no I'm talking about get this money, dog. Never trust all the bigger things. That is how it goes. Check me out. I was a kid that everyone tried to ignore, yeah. Now I got money, they all tryna the boy, yeah. I'm not for the game, so get out and talk, yeah. It's funny how money can make you show love to the boy. I want a brand new rolling, brand new.
Easy and say, you know, rock and come in. Easy Kingston out there on the south side. We trying to rinse as much hip hop as we could. We waiting on we guest and we trying to keep it right here.
Watch it, watch it. Shoulders on deck, come at your neck. No disrespect, we never sweat. Put them in car, cover the breath. Deep in the dirt, we never regret. Never neglect, focus on flex. Never like them, and to the next one. Work enemy, silly one. Done, stand and fight, arena, run. Try to violate and you will fall down. For we are street king that earn a street girl. Street sweeper, old block weak. Nine creeper, soon as the
rough change and rough and all that's small. Born in it, so they can't grow up.
Put it. You're listening to The Grind.
The Grind.
Rough change and rough and all that's small. Born in it, so they can't grow up. Step on the floor, everything raw. See first set by the age of fast. So every Friday man knocking glass. Pour some out for the ones so fast. All their ones are the ones in dust. Walk out close, we snaking grass. Rather than their energy gone fast. We don't like them, come down like that. One pipe open, that's law. Old school rule like diamonds hot. I'm gonna make every day that's law. Old school rep like a brand new craft. Shot where you see and saw. Informer get better up like wrong head to the boy, them no skylock. Don't play thing if you know you're not. Best be normal, don't try that. Think not normal, don't try that. No skylock, don't play thing if you know you're not. Best be normal, don't try that. Think not normal, don't try that. Rough church and rough and all that's law. Can't get eased up for the thing they rough. They'll go up on the food no loss. No friends and try them lost.
By the system fast. By them and knocking glass. Pour some out for the ones so fast. All they want for the corner frost. Keep that waka close for the snake and grass. Babylon there with the blue light flash. With a light dunk or gonna light off. Sleep what I open car. Old school rule like diamond socks. Humble a beat to survive out here. Machine govern like brand new cars. Don't chat with your see and saw. Informer got shot. No skylock, no plating if you know you're not. Best be normal, don't try that. Think not normal, don't try that. Yeah, see the boy them do skylock. No plating if you know you're not. Best be normal, don't try that. Think not normal, don't try that. Don't try that, don't try that.
I just needed the cash. Shit, I put my life on the line so many times. Yeah, 200 miles with some heroin, nobody in the passenger. I gotta hit the Hamptons and back. Drive slow, one wrong move, them boys gon' bury you. I can't go out like that. 200 miles with some heroin, nobody in the passenger. I gotta hit the Hamptons and back. Drive slow, one wrong move, them boys gon' bury you. I can't go out like that. Plug said he paid me $5 for the drive. I had to hit the destination before the clock hit 9. Said ain't no smoking, hope you know this, cause you tired of them pies. Anything go wrong, don't sing no song, you liable to die. I said it's death before the sign, and never I when I ride.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, once again, we are waiting for our guest. I'm going to, yeah man, I couldn't see them, man. Don't forget to hit the like button. Big up King Stoney, always doing his work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man.
Pop the trunk and shortly after had the bread in my palms. I said I gotta count the money.
As a man start back trying to work out and think bears is just a pair. Doesn't understand it in life, you know. But I appreciate it though.
It's cool though. I was in the mud.
I just had to get up tomorrow and just do it again.
Make my connect. The next day I got a phone that drove out to B-Mall. Everybody need raw.
Yeah. We are waiting our guest, Mr. Make It Happen. This is the grind, playing the best in TNT music. Well, yeah, all I got extra, all I get nearly a whole hour hip hop. Trinidad Tobago hip hop here.
I can't go out.
Get them some more.
Yeah, me you not the same, I guess.
Easy Mad City.
When you're living in a place depressed. Who want live modestly when the news that show the stain. We not the same, gotta blow the steam. Fuck the fame, call like sky by a plane. Some broken cars. Yo, 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 yo. Pa, 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 pa. Yeah, me you not the same, I guess. But they're living in a place depressed. Who want live modestly when the news that show the stain. We not the same, gotta blow the steam. Fuck the fame, call like sky by a plane. Some broken car escape, cutting going up by the crime it's day. Who want live modestly when TV showing live is lay. Complaining don't bring change, can't walk road with t-shirt stain. Political disrespect, can't trust man with garlic bread. Run them party like a fed, all them care about is the check. See you as easy bread, if you talk they send a fed. One thing you fuck with heads, next question is he dead? When I say eat a steak, corn beef is not the same. So you smoke and blow the steam, poverty at the coldest thing. Yeah, who feels it know the sting? Willie Lynch are the oldest thing, still relevant by the tone of skin. And they compound where you're in. Yeah, you wait 10 years for radio spin, no get killed for sound you sing. Yeah, easy blue, easy red, easy A123Z, easy Muslim, easy dread.
Trinidad dancehall artist shot dead, was shot multiple times on the face. Well, he was expected to perform at a party. The Trinidad star, also known as Mad Dog, was shot multiple times.
Look, so they say you get what's on display. And that is not the half. Tell me how all the start. Gas raising 2, 3, 4. Food prices be like raw. Blow the steam, so it go again. Now you am full of steel, like Logan Wolverine. Dressed in color black, sing like Nyla Black. Back and forth like tennis. Please hot up, chop a chop. Wrong here not safe, when men they about that pace. Man love them freedom, but risk to catch a case. Man gone with your 3 points, thing get stiff, no Golden State. Teflon could not save, gotta blow the steam. We not the same, call like sky by a plane. Some broken car escape, cutting going up by the crime it's day. Who want live modestly when TV showing lava shit? Who want live modestly when the music showing pain?
Milkman dog. Yeah. Yeah, money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. We out on the road, we hop on a boat. Anything is anything, my guy. Cause money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. Money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. Money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. We out on the road, we hop on a boat. Anything is anything, my guy. Cause money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. Money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. Money, cars, clothes, and that's a Trini code. Flip a bag, get some clothes like we just touching from the cold. Nico say he had it load. It just touch on via boat. Never lacking with this pole. Always quick to take your soul. Ain't no time to sit around. I'm always chasing paper. Always keep up man with plenty copper for them haters. Anything I want, I just buy cash. Anything I need, I just swipe my card. If I ain't had no money, then I had to hustle. Make my money, then I flex my muscle. Yeah, I make my money, then I flex my muscle. Headshots of Henny, I'm seeing double. I ain't going home till I see the sun. If I spot me the ups, then I take we hard. If you not right, then I bust at the car. Real G, we don't care who you are. We taking it, and we taking the car. Taking everything. Yeah, we taking it, and we taking the car. Real block vibes, no line by no bar. Always how we ain't asking for that. Money hard to make, clubs and beans. Don't play, capital G, no lower case. You better stay in your place, cause money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. We out on the road, we hop on a boat. Anything is anything, my guy. Cause money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. Money's the code, you know how it goes. Any other code is Wi-Fi. Code is Wi-Fi. Code is Wi-Fi.
I'll rip your face off.
Welcome everybody to my juju party. Can you feel the energy moving up through your body? Walking in the power of O.U.R. Not you seeing true illusions, he Illuminati. I mean, can you feel the difference? Make somebody light an incense. Speaking what I want into existence. First I say the word and do the work, and there it is. I don't want my heaven in the afterlife. Can't make it out without making sacrifices. So tell me what's the point in acting like everybody not a victim of their fucking vices. I don't want my heaven in the afterlife. Can't make it out without making sacrifices. So tell me what's the point in acting like everybody not a victim of their fucking vices. You used to know, my homie, you used to know. Nobody goes, my homie, you gotta know. They sold their soul, my dog, you just cracked the code. Just cracked the music, open up that, open up that, open up that, open up that.
Touchdown with my guards like Bordeaux. Come from the sky, could be fly. And you know be high like a bow. The whole team have a dream as I'm climbing.
Well, boy,
for better knees. No time to play, I'll make a way for all my ebony.
Yeah, man, big up everybody in the comments, yo. Big up everybody in the comments, yo. You're definitely blessing up the place. Hold on, let me put on my camera. Oh, okay. Yeah, DJ Trav dealing with the thing proper. Shouts out Natty Royale back to back.
Coward see my powers in my head wrap up. They see the turban with the tassel and the face up.
Wait, what is that?
What is that? In the prophecy. Moore's watching for the fakes and the snakes. Say the macawes and my puppies. They hiding envy with a lot of teeth. Money on my mind, but it's mind over matter G. When the number call it better pray, it is the lottery. And I this how I man cause it's a lot of weed. Come from the sky, go be fly. And you know be high like a bow. The whole team have a dream. Touchdown on my guards like Bordeaux. Come from the sky, go be fly. And you know be high like a bow. I wanna do more than just work hard, survive. Move through the dark, look sharp like cut. I read lyrics, read pause, make killer drop jaws. Every man born mean, every man must die. So why should I fear the man whose destiny to drop me with the dead? Rather bust in a pussy and transform between the legs. Tell this time to be prepared when they turn up on me ends. So I'm more connected than a rolling on the blends.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, our guest is in the building. We just we prepping now. All you know, we had a prep. Right? But before that, we want to let y'all know, make sure and get ready as KFC presents our DJ battle. O.U.R Radio is looking for the hottest young DJs and announcers to become part of our patriotic lineup and represent Trinidad and Tobago music the right way. Do you have what it takes to impress our celebrity judges and entertain the fans live on air? Then now is your chance to win brand new DJ equipment, vouchers, and a 1-year contract with OURradio.fm to fill our coveted Friday night slot in our DJ battle. Register today by sending a 50 15-minute demo mix to DJ battle at OurRadio.fm. Contestants must be 18 years and over. Deadline for submissions is Friday, September 1st. Contact and keep it locked to our Instagram page at OurRadio.fm for all contest details. So submit your demos now and get ready to win our DJ battle, brought to you by KFC Streamline Systems and O.U.R Radio Limited. We're going to rinse a couple more tunes, and then of course we have the one, the only, yeah man, look sharp like cut high boy QD dog. Natty, QD, you gotta go and taking them albums, you know. Shout out to Natty Royale, yeah man. Go and stream it up. You can listen it on YouTube, but I know you're man, you're on either Spotify or Apple Music. No, but then again, you're man, that's kind of lock off the technology. If you're now joining us, make sure and like the video. Who is that in the background there, Shab? All right. So DJ Trav gonna rinse a few more. Our guest is in the building. We're gonna do it different. Let's go.
868, it's all about the grind.
Did you know? This Janika flow. Did you know? This Janika damn well flow. Did you know? This Janika flow. Did you know? Stop. Bring the intro. Stop. Kid just come again and we bring a brand new vibe, a brand new style of rap. So from a brand new type of tribe. Take the drum of Africa and give it all we did. Feel the vibe of a rap. They going down the landslide. Play slow. They slow. How the rap so it can flow. So kid just come to show them what we knew they didn't know. And all at the nation they just come and gather round to listen to the rap. So it be rough and rugged sound. Did you know? This Janika flow. Did you know? This Janika damn well flow.
For the youths and them who locked on.
Did you know? Stop. Come here we go. Stop. People at the girls, feel the power at the drum. See how the drum the shake when the rap so man a come. It's just a Trini vibration to African rhythm. You're begging for the music, so I reach to get you some. You saw how you really want.
We take it back to the 90s for a little bit. Yeah man, hip hop. Rap so.
Let me give you a taste and wash it down with music while the people move their way.
Different roots, same tree though.
This Janika flow. Did you know? This Janika damn well flow. Did you know? This Janika flow.
868, it's all about the grind.
Step into the show to show that I can flow. Got rhymes in my mind from my throat to my throat. Another black man like you on to go. On the conscious tip, offensive blow. To someone don't like us, we simply offer no contenders. When we step into the jam, we simply offer our best. Understand the black man on the black tip and send the other man on a voodoo trip. We simply rapping a jam, understand two black men can just clamp, preach, teach and rally, can they and no marry. So now I flip some styles on the fluent tip. I'm gonna lose my rap flavor, use my reggae lip.
You hear?
I'ma come with the power of one. It coming like a giant, sit up on the rhythm. Another black brother bring me to the tempo. And this is just to show you that it's
Zoom, 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 Zaria. Get going and don't play ya. Zoom, 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 Zaria. If you just don't know your way.
Alright, check it, I came to wreck it. You unexpected, it's so fat you can't eject it.
Put it. You're listening to the grind.
Man, 1993? Valos is here with you'd confirm the title.
Zoom, 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 Zaria. Get over and don't play ya. Zoom, 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 Zaria. If you just don't know your way.
Alright, check it, I came to wreck it. You unexpected, it's so fat you can't eject it. Pulling all the brothers like hoes for sex time. Shooting off my lyrics like a brand new techno. Yeah, guns be busting for my crews. My shit moves, rising up and up like hot air balloons. So if a talker try to test, I'ma track them. Beat them face to face, then I'ma take them out. Cause I hate the boasting and bragging. But if you wanna test, then you can enter the dragon. Where my punch be hitting harder than a Mack truck. Where I'm a butcher and you be getting chopped up. This man is mad and glad is glad. Now it's sad to see that you wasn't a tall bag. Cause I'm always ready and waiting for a good fight. And if I can't take it, I'ma out your life. So do you really want to test me? So do you really want to test me? Heard of it and come. All we together, my pia, get over you, now we no player. In a this year, wicked Babylon, gonna beat them off each other and stunk live long.
The mic now cause it's up a beater. Pack the G-A-U-G-E. Oh, serving up the juice. You're one of the better, but nevertheless, I'ma get loose. Kick yourself a little, what I'ma do? I'ma take the mic and I'ma tell it to you. Be true, I'ma tell it to you. Yes, I said, but then we are the brand new crew. And every time I come a topic from. Okay, I said, but then when I beat them for champion.
Yeah, Hip Hop 50 for real, John. Big up yourself.
Champion.
Hip Hop 50 for real.
Champion.
Easy father gauge.
We are the champion. We sit up on the rhythm and the pattern. We sit up on the bass and the version. Any that to go dance up around. Coming that they get because you know you number one now.
One, dreadlocks for number one. Right it a right, wrong it a wrong. Who's ever live?
That's son. The beat must get up and try get strong. We tell you try get strong.
Alright, yo, my bars they flow. Sometimes fast or maybe sometimes slow. So, ain't no time to get cold. And if you like that, you better jail in the bumper hole. Cause on a roll for gold, I stroll. Keep it fake in the rhymes I roll. Tunes get hyped up, vibes are right up. In case you're for the flex of a hyper. But ain't no need to get a hold of the body like a donut. So keep your face or face a nut. Here comes a brother that's black and proud. With crazy knowledge and speaking loud. Special shout outs to my homeboy A-Lo. Who could build a beat up sorta like Lego.
Round and round, round and round. Niggas be coming, anytime we come it's a serious thing. Ramp with the ramp and skin with the skin. No flashy and no modeling. Anytime we chat, your limits we a bring. Me under the gate, over to you hustling. Me happy to global assassin. Some of them walk and some of them talk about the end thing.
And never just we go me tell you come at a big crap. And the aside ready when I be the God champion.
Round and round. We didn't champions. Everybody know we are the champions. That's right. Champions. All them I said know we are the champions.
Oh yes, my brother, that's a fact. Champions we are.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the sounds of Gatorians. For all the youths and them locked on, all the, you know what I mean? You might know about it. But this is Hip Hop 50 as John Squared rightfully says. Any comments? You know what I mean? Big up to Mr. Sarge. Big up Lisa. Hey, Lisa now coming in. Quick cutie Ross enjoying the vibes. Yeah, man, we took it all the way tonight. Hip Hop 50 for real. But Trinidad and Tobago style, you know what I mean? And of course, what a better way to celebrate that than with the guest that we have here tonight. But we're going to take a quick break and then we're coming in one time with the legend, Mr. Make It Happen, right here on The Grind. Of course, you know we are powered by...
We exposed 5 strangers to KFC's delicious chicken to see if any time could be KFC time. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. And it's confirmed. KFC's flavor makes anytime KFC time. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Get ready as Our Radio.fm presents Our DJ Battle.
Every girl pull up on a DJ spot. Every girl wanna know a DJ.
Our Radio is looking for the hottest young DJs and announcers to become part of our patriotic lineup and represent Trinidad and Tobago music the right way. Do you have what it takes to impress our celebrity judges and entertain the fans live on air? Then now is your chance to win brand new DJ equipment, vouchers, and a 1-year contract with Our Radio.fm to fill our coveted Friday night slot. Register today by sending a 15-minute demo mix to DJ Battle at OurRadio.fm. That's DJ Battle at OurRadio.fm. Contestants must be 18 years and over. Deadline for submissions is Friday, September 1st. Contact and keep it locked to our Instagram page at OurRadio.fm for all contest details. So submit your demos now and get ready to win our DJ Battle. Brought to you by KFC, Streamline Systems, and O.U.R. Radio Limited.
Grind with Chromatics playing the best in TNT music.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's in the building.
One. The truth is my gun, now watch me dump it.
And he's here to give them the truth.
If you want it. The truth is my gun, now watch me dump it. But it have led to if you want
the original legend.
Don't confront me.
Make it happen.
Check.
Let's go.
Who is the hottest in Trinidad? Who dies with the accent? But it have led to if you want it. Don't confront me, confront it. The truth is my gun, now watch me dump. Who is the hottest in Trinidad? Dies with the accent. These rappers on radio with fake accent. Is that hip-hop or is it acting? Who is the first? Call young veteran and ask him. I is the original, make it happen. All the rappers line up, salute the captain. Swap the deck, lift the sails and you go catch win. Every action spark a reaction. Even when the spot rushers was blasting on the radio
way back when
I was the man even back then.
Right?
You could call Chromatics and ask.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Yo. What's good, King?
A day.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
We reach.
Truth is my gun where you pull back on. You understand me? Rest in peace, Seth Gaines, boy. But you know what I mean?
Nah, rest in peace, Seth Gaines, for real, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody who name calling that song, certified. You understand, man?
You already
simple
know.
as that.
You already know. I mean, like, under hip hop vibes and thing, people could quote. Rest in peace, Seth, at the same time.
Yeah, man.
But you and Seth had a talking relationship, or they would call each other and talk to each other. It's almost like
rappers gladiator school. You know what I mean? So,
right.
And you already know my mentality. You remember me from long time. I was looking to battle everybody. You understand, man? Yeah, I really from the culture. You know what I mean? We battling from small, right in my house, you know, Indigo, in Diamondville. Right. My uncle was breakdancing. My uncle Casey and my other uncle was DJing. So we are hip hop in we house from late 70s, early 80s. We done had it pumping down in Diamondville. You understand me? So
that's actually what I wanted. The first question I really wanted to get into. Aside from how you doing, you good?
Yeah, excellent. You know what I mean? Not superb, but close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, that's the first thing I wanted to ask you. Like, so how did you really get into this culture that is hip hop now? You know what I mean? Being from Trinidad, growing up in Trinidad, you know.
Well, from since I born, right? My mother had me young, so you know, by the time she was 17, I was born. You know what I mean? So I grew up around young people. My aunts and uncles was like my brothers and sisters.
Right.
And them was really queuing to the hip hop thing, and that's where I get my first taste of it, my first introduction. Then I have an ex-uncle in Tobago. Well, he in Washington DC now, DJ Golden Touch, you know what I mean? That's why I hear
okay.
So that's why I get to hear my first Roxanne Shanty and thing. You know what I mean? One of my biggest influence, plenty of them female rappers is my influence. MC Light, Lauryn Hill is my favorite rapper of all time. You understand? Man?
Serious?
Yeah. Right? Well, she never say a bullshit line ever in she career, and this is why that's rated as the highest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, everything she say was heavy, you know what I mean? And that's what does make my shit heavy too, you know what I mean? One of the reasons, yeah. So from that school.
No, but I mean, all right, so let's get into that. So when did you start to pen lyrics now?
Around 12, but I rapping since I was 4. Right, so by the time I was 8, I did memorize the entire Run DMC Raising Hell album.
Right.
You know, and I'd rap in school and thing. I would use them Run DMC rhymes and thing. You know, and I was a beatboxer. And one day, me and my brethren was just doing nothing. I was like, hey, let me become rappers. You know, and it was simple as that. From my first rap I ever write, we was done battling and thing. It come like, all right, I was the champ from the first rap. You know what I mean?
No, but all right. So what made you say, well, this is the medium, this is the art form that I choosing to express myself in, as opposed to the Kaiso whatever rap? So maybe that was around the time.
I do calypso competition in school. I come second place. You know what I mean? So that was a big disappointment for me. You know. Yeah, because I really went to come first and thing. The fellow who beat me, my brethren, Kunta Kente, I go like to run into him in life again. I was one real dog in school. He bring out people on stage to act and play out the lyrics of the soca, or the calypso and things. So
he get him production.
Yeah,
he get him production.
Yeah. But I went on the lyrics. I'm sure about that, but I gave me second place. I was like, I'm done with this here. I ought to be number 1 or number last. I can't be in between. You understand me? Last place means the best at being the worst at least. You understand me? So.
Ladies and gentlemen, make it happen here.
Yeah,
Big up to Marv Monty in the comments. Nobody Experience, King Stoney, QD Ross, John Squared out there in Brooklyn.
Everybody.
Easy Natty Royal and say, yeah.
Word.
You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, so there, right. So doing the calypso competitions and then being exposed to hip hop, I guess around the same time. It's just music because you're young and you're hearing all these different styles and variations of what is music now. And what you would say that made you gravitate to pick up that pen? As I say, you and your cousin decided out. That was around 12?
Yeah, around 12 years old I started to write.
But you was alright, so it wasn't the calypso didn't start to make you write, it was the hip hop make you start to write.
Yeah, well I write my first calypso too, so
you write it for yourself?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Alright, cool.
Right, without no prior experience and thing. I don't even know if I could do that now, but I could do it then. You know,
it's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
As far as I concerned, it's the same to a degree.
Yeah, well to
me hip hop and calypso closer than hip hop and soca. in terms of writing and whatnot.
Yeah, I agree with that. And the writing form calypso is one of the most complex music writing forms it have. Where soca is the opposite end of the spectrum, you could really go as ignorant as you want with soca. You can't go ignorant with calypso. So Trinidad have the entire spectrum of what songwriting is from the best songwriters down to the worst. But all of it does be good in its own way. You know what I mean? So,
no doubt. So many things. So when you started writing now, you migrated to the US?
Yeah,
you lived in the US for a bit?
Yeah, I migrated there from young.
Right. When you say young, what age?
I first went up there when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And then I come back, and then I went back at 8 and I ain't come back. You know what I mean? So
till later on in life.
Yeah.
Right. And through that now, what did you experience, and where did you go to, and what did you experience in that hip hop realm out of Trinidad?
Well, outside of Trinidad, I get to learn plenty things that I didn't get to see in Trinidad. You know what I mean? The graffiti, these kind of things. That wasn't popular here. It had breakdancing and the music was here, but the graffiti side of things. You know what I mean? I become a graffiti writer real early. You know what I mean? My name all over. Plenty people see my name right up on streets, on walls, groceries, mailboxes. You understand me? Right now, even if you go down Tragreet Road right now, you go see my graffiti all over the place. I still practice my graffiti.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So
you know what's funny about that? You know who I want to shout out? Natty. Because he's a man actually kind of... I see in, for those who don't know, I see in King Tut and Natty Royal and thing.
Natty Royal writing his real name on the wall. Natty Royal.
Before I even know about his music, I see the name. And that goes to say a lot about hip-hop culture, graffiti art, and, you know, just at the same time, marketing and promotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so shout out to Natty, man. So then, boom. So when you went out there, you kind of got more absorbed in the culture. And then you came back home. No, you are one of the proponents of rapping in a Trinidadian accent if you're a rapper from Trinidad. But a lot of people don't know that when you did come back, you actually were rapping, at least in the first instance, in an American accent, because that's where you probably were based for so many years and exposed to that.
Yeah.
What made you say, nah, this is the way it needs to be done?
There's the influencers, the people that see around doing it. When I come back to Trinidad, I see Brother Resistance, I see Ozzy Magic and Andy Venture, and I see Dwayne and Anna, I see Correga Mandela, I see Atta Clan. I see all these men doing it, you know what I mean? So I already see I had any papers for some Rapso thing it was having, and I was like, Rapso? That sound like something I could do. I went down.
Right.
You know what I mean? I vibes it, I see what it was doing. So I was like, yeah, I could come into this here and do this thing, you know what I mean? So the influence come from the Rapso men and them. But besides that, just having the knowledge of being 100 and, you know what I mean? Appropriation is taken lightly in hip hop. So you see a man, if you're from Mississippi in the Delta, in the marsh, in the bush, they ought to represent that. If you're from Texas, if you're from New York, you understand me? So when we hear Snoop Dogg rapping or Jay-Z rapping and thing, we hear 50 years of experience. We hear in the streets of Brooklyn, we hear in the streets of Long Beach, in the music, you know what I mean? And this is something that you can't imitate or duplicate and be sincere at the same time. So even no matter how sincere the words is, the delivery not going to be sincere, right? So with that day as a rule, and then being an artist as well, and understanding honesty and artistic integrity, you know what I mean? So in order to keep my shit, you know what I mean, legit, you know what I mean? It didn't have no other option. Didn't have no other choice. Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, so this song, like for instance, was your call out, Truth Is My Gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You said, those rappers on radio with fake accent, is that hip hop, is it acting?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you still give men the stripes and the flowers, even if, yes, there was rapping with the accent, but you understood, all right, is the lyrics really truly, that is, you know, the talent in it. But then you know, it was almost like you had to make this statement and say, all right, come on, fellas, listen. Let me rep the thing proper now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
it was not this necessarily. It was more like encouragement, but being the competitive sport that it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and back then there not too much rappers to call out. If I come out now, I'm going to call real name. You know, but...
What? Using accent still?
Yeah, it still have that, actually. It have a whole set of men doing it, but it have plenty men who already not on that.
So yeah. So it have more... Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it have, oddly enough, it have men collaborating who singing, rapping Trini, and then collaborating with men who rapping in a Yankee style. And it seemed to not bother them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so it go. I believe, you know, everybody will find their own space and thing.
Listen, it have no running from it. You can't run from yourself. You understand me? At some point, everybody go turn 30 and turn 40 and turn 45 and thing, and then they go be like, wait, I can't do this Yankee accent forever, you know what I mean? Because how I go and connect with my real self and thing, I'll go and give the audience me.
You know? And not even that, but like it kind of happened in the reverse with me per se, is that when you go outside now, they say you are in America, being a rapper, coming up in it, and all right, you there, you live in there. But for me now, going out there as a rapper from Trinidad to America and saying that I am a rapper from Trinidad, you had to legitimize yourself. You can't go out there and sound like them.
Yeah, they decapitate, man. Straight, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So, yeah, we see people do it. We see, you know what I mean? Look at Jay Electronica, for example. He come out from New Orleans. You know what I mean? He decapitated men and thing too. So, you know what I mean? It's something that they do expect. They do expect somebody from New Orleans to be that lyrically gifted and thing. And then look at Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? So it's showing that no matter where you're from, it do disturb the intellect or the ability or the capacity for a man to let it out. You know what I mean? So.
No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, make it happen in the building. Let's go into the comments, you know, and saying Daniel, I guess it's Lively is the name, saying love in the house. Marv Monty saying share the live. Yeah, all make sure and like and just keep commenting. If all have questions to the man. Yeah. Our first debate was about that subject, Marv Monty saying. He showed and proved to me as well as us it could be done immaculately. Basically talking about the Trinidad Tobago accent. First hip hop track I hear in Trini, Nature, a guitar, Rahil and he band Zigwa on Marley Street. Me and my horses ride fearless. You remember that?
Yeah, man.
Shout out Red So Dread saying shout out Make It Happen. I mean, like Red So Dread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think I ever really hear Red So Dread rapping in an American accent, and he just had. You need to send more music though. Yeah? Big up Red So Dread.
Yeah, man, Red So Dread. When I come across Red So Dread music, I was like, yeah, man, this youth man, here's the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No doubt. Adelia T saying big up, Make It Happen. Yeah, Marv Monty, big up yourself still. You know what I mean? But I wanna get into the music. Actually, let me play a tune and then we'll come back and talk some more, man. Cause we here is Make It Happen and we could breeze out for a moment. You know what I mean? You tell me where you are here. We have Lost Demos, Prophecy, Get Right with Natty, Speed Into Nowhere, and of course Success, which we've been Rinse and Dispel, which is a hard one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
the
Success.
old woman there? You run the old woman.
Well, all right then. Let's go. I want to ask you about that tune too, though. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Grind. Let's go. For all the gal living in the comments.
We go, pure gal, one woman. One gal.
We getting them at live?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's go.
One fucking gal mix.
Never need more gal. Anywhere we go, pure gal.
Listen, 1 woman, 2 woman, 3 woman, 4 woman, 5, 6, 7, 8 more woman. Anywhere we there, pure woman. Ghetto girls with the powder on their neck. My university chicks who intellect. Independent woman who driving sports cars. All my tomboy chicks and dirty sports bras. All woman, big woman, small woman, short woman, tall woman. Yeah, all woman. I have black girls looking like they from Nollywood, and Indian girls looking like they from Bollywood. Mushrooms potent and macaulay good, only the same one, don't let me be misunderstood. I like woman in abundance, intelligent and full of substance. Stay away from me if you have husbands. Cause anywhere I go, the woman must come. The woman must come, yeah, that's a metaphor. Oh, you're wondering what a metaphor. I thought I went to meet a 10, but a metaphor. Wondering why they changed Facebook to metaphor. This girl asking me, so we together or? She started OnlyFans to be a meta whore. You is the sweetest woman I never saw. Baby, you know I love you for nevermore. My cougars in the tiger prints. Woke girl sipping tea, I'm burning incense. Selfie taking chicks who Instagram famous. All my big girls and they waist trainers. All woman, big woman, small woman, short woman, tall woman.
Let's go tell her.
Yeah.
Strong woman.
Don't be ashamed to turn on the lights.
Everybody sing with me.
Those ain't stretch marks, baby. Those is tiger stripes.
Let's go.
Thin girls trying to get thicker. Thick girls trying to get thinner. Take the thick girls out dancing and take the thin ones to dinner. This can't be the same girl from the picture. Damn, you look different without a filter. I can't even fix that with beer goggles. Bartender, give me a shot of liquor. 2 shots down, she start to grow a booty. 4 shots down, she looking like a beauty. She tell me she's a model on IG, and she man is a soldier on Call of Duty. Remember when the children and them sing songs, hand clapping games on the block, y'all. If she give me the rhythm of the head ding dong, then she get the rhythm of the hot dog. My biggest flex is I is not y'all. You is not generals, but yo, you shut call. If Shaka Khan say she is every woman, then once I have one, then I have all. And it's that revolutionary chicks putting up a resistance. Baby mothers on child support and public assistance. Hallway hangouts and the money getters. All my girls in bonnets with the fuzzy slippers. All woman, big woman, short woman, tall woman. Yeah.
Strong woman.
All woman, big woman, small woman, 1 woman, 2 woman, 3 woman.
All that, pull it.
You're listening to The Grind.
Bubble it easy in the back there, DJ Trav. Of course, that is. Oh yeah. Well, I ain't really business, no dog. Whatever, you know. Yeah, you have to take a little sip of a beverage there. They had to pay for that.
Yeah, of course.
Facts, especially after a tune like that. Yeah, no, but I wanted to ask you about this song. I mean, and then we'll get into that. This album, Monsters Juve. This song is like the closest thing. It's dope, lyrics, comedic in its own right, for real in its own right, real in its own right. But it's like the closest thing of a commercial song that you've ever kind of done.
Yeah, definitely. I know I mostly deal with world politics. I deal with in social and economic condition how we people and things. So we're going with this particular song here is that the beat write this song.
Yeah,
I get the beat first. So, you know what I mean? I'm working with Mantra. I'm working with Zach Carpenter, you know what I mean? So there's a little team I put together there and it's working efficient for me.
Nice.
The matter of fact, we get to the point now we just stop writing, we just freestyling everything, you know what I mean? So
well, essentially writing in your head. And whatever the beat kind of pulls out.
Yeah. Right. So like the new album Consume, we ain't put nothing pen to paper. That is straight off of the top, you understand me? So I might do like 8 bars and stop. Ting and go back and do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have been experimenting with my new album. I try writing like that, and it comes out in a different way.
Yeah.
Now we could get more technical, yes, if we sit down and thing, but there's a sort of purity in the delivery and the energy.
And then I'm not so stuck on making sure that every bar is a freaking hardest bar ever. I'm more concentrating on getting it done fast because the engineer losing patience, having to stop. So you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I was thinking, what do I go and say here? And I just saying it. You know what I mean? So. Well, as for when I'm writing, and then I feel like I do a hard day's labor after done. I was going to sleep for like 24 hours straight.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's take plenty out of me. So when I'm doing it with the just freestyle and thing, it just flow more natural and I could do 3-4 songs a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a new album that you're working on, Consume. But before we get to that, let's talk about Monsters Juve. And I want to go back even further beyond that because I have some questions I ask about different things.
Right.
But tell us about Monsters Juve because it's like your first project where, you know what I mean, I could get on all streaming platforms and hear a full body of Make It Happen work without I mean, I won't say without, but all of your previous works are sort of like underground classics that a man had to find, and certain men have it, and you had to go to them men to get.
Yeah, for real. I don't even have them, you know what I mean?
I was not going to say that.
It was 10 albums, I believe. So the first one is The Movement, which I record by Shines. Right? The second,
Serious?
Yeah.
What's by Shines?
Yeah, that's like when I now come back, Trinidad, we record
That's
that.
Nature Dama.
Yeah, right there. Right, then we have from The Movement, we have Ghetto Child, right? That is with Bebo, do the full production.
Which is a classic.
Yeah.
Hands down. Forget in Trinidad and Tobago. A classic hip hop album in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Would man appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right? The third project I put out was called the Open Fire Mixtape. Then I had I Versus Me. Then I had The Struggle Continues. Then I had Serious Rising.
Right.
Then I put out Pineal Gland Radio.
And Serious Rising had Spell and Sound of the AKN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious Rising. Nah, Sound of the AK is on Ghetto Child. The Spell is on
Sound of the AK is on Ghetto Child. Spell is on Serious Rising. And Truth is My Gun.
Truth is My Gun.
Is on Serious Rising. And a couple, I mean, of course,
Yeah.
Serious Rising is a serious one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So now I put my records on July 23rd every year. So, you know, the Rising is serious. Is connected to that. You know what I mean? His Majesty birthday, everything. So Serious Rising had double meaning as far as that goes. You know what I mean? Serious and is serious. Yeah, right. Pineal Gland Radio, which I record with you, engineer.
Yeah.
Right. I have a story with that one now. Now, Matix had a studio down in Curab Junction, and he put out an ad for $100 an hour.
Yeah.
Right now, me with my $300-400 budget, I went down there. And correct me if I'm wrong, we pull up. I didn't work with no beats, I didn't work with nothing. So we pull up on his computer. He had files Nas beats and probably have like 1 or 2 Jay-Z beats on there, right? So with the little time that I had, I was like, all right, line up everything. We line up everything, and I just pull out a big briefcase of rhymes, and we just went through and we record that shit literally in like 2 hours, and then we mix it in an hour.
It was like over the course of 3 days.
3 days.
It was about 3 days because it was like 2-hour sessions each time. I think it was somewhere around.
No, I didn't have all that money, so I think we do it in one night.
Nah, it was more than one session. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I know that for sure. But it was about 2 sessions. If you're probably right. It was about 2
sessions. So let me just say we take advantage of that $100 an hour, and I mean that anybody could do it. If you understand me, that's just to let you know. Right, use your studio time wisely. Don't go in there and be lollygagging and you want to go outside and so you want to. When you go in there, put on your serious face and jump on the mic and do your thing.
And I remember that. I remember you had pages and you was like, nah. Just, all right, just go for it. Boom and boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 18 pounds of pages of rap. Right? You understand, man? So I'll take the craft seriously. You know what I mean? And it turned out to be one of my favorite projects. That same one I recorded in Highway Records by Matix. You understand, man?
Blessings.
To this day, still one of my favorite records.
Blessings. Right, so then we go from there to. So that was Pineal Gland Radio,
right?
And then where we went after that.
After Pineal Gland Radio, I do all right. I do an album with Keshav. Or Serious Rising was also produced by Bebo. We forgot to say that. So Ghetto Child and Serious Rising was with Bebo.
Right.
Everything else is basically using instrumentals or something. You know what I mean?
Mixtapes.
Right.
Vibes.
When we do one album that we released on the 11th of November. That is one of the few albums I released outside of July 23rd. Right? That was on the 11th of November 2011. So it was like 11/11/11, which it holds some kind of significance for me for whatever reason. Right? We do that record. Every song on it is 11 minutes long. You don't have no samples on that album. I'm playing guitar, bass, and drums on that for myself. And then we had
that's not like some bad. That was really vibes.
Yeah. Right? And then we had input from Candice Moore on the keyboards, Keshav on the synthesizer, Darren Ellis on the pan, Brendan Moore on the trumpet and French horn. You know what I mean? So,
that's a powerhouse team there, though.
Yeah, I think I think I'm putting my shit on the internet for you because I don't have all my music on the internet, so I'm trying to get all of that done right now.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why I was so glad with what Monsters Juve was. It was like this. It's like everybody. You know, your name is somewhat, everybody knows in music and who loves hip hop especially knows who Make It Happen is, right? But it's almost like your music is very elusive.
Yeah.
So I could relate, mine too, right? So when Monsters Juve came out and it was like this full body of work, it was like, yo, it's something I could bump. I only working out and listening Monsters Juve in full on the Apple Music, you know what I mean, streaming it up and whatnot. So I was very glad about that, you know what I mean? And then, so we moving on now to Consume.
Nah, after the
Monsters.
No, the one where I do a Kishav.
Right.
That was the name of that one. Bless Dismiss.
Bless Dismiss, right.
Right. So after that I take a 11-year break, and my next album was on February 22nd, 2022, which was Lost Demos. So it was 11 years, and it ended on 11, and it come back on 2/22/22.
Kind of high is this one there, but
yeah, like some shit there, so it coincide numerically and thing. All right, after the Lost Demos, we put out the Monsters Juve,
right.
And then this year, July 20th, we put out the Consume.
Right, but tell me about Monsters Juve and how that came about,
Monsters
the production
Juve,
and whatnot. And what is that? I want to get into your art and thing that coincided with it.
Yeah.
So well, tell us about that too.
Yeah, well, I pick up art over the time when I wasn't putting out no records. You know what I mean? I have several hundred paintings now. You know what I mean? I have things in New York and Miami. They're always available for sale. If anybody wants, you can hit me up. Right? And you can see the artwork on my Instagram at MIH868. You know what I mean? If you see anything that you're interested in, you can hit me up. But the Monsters Juve now come from a concept from way back in like 2009. I was doing a Juve band called Monsters Juve. And then I do an art exhibit called Monsters Juve. Right? So when I released the Monsters Juve, it was an album and an album. It was a photo album and a music album, you know?
Dope, right.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe it was Monsters Juve. Every single had a different piece of work.
Correct.
That was your artwork. Well, the single art of every song was a different painting from yourself.
Correct, yeah.
And does that stem from the graffiti? Because you have a very abstract but very poignant sort of artistic style. You know what I mean? How did you say that you developed that?
Well, when we start doing graffiti and thing, the main objective was to make sure that it's not looking like nobody else soon. You know what I mean? Well, the same thing with the rap too. Make sure you're not singing like nobody else is about originality and things. So I like the fact that when I make my art, people could watch it and say, all right, this is a make it happen piece.
Yeah, very, very much. Although they're different, it very much has a I don't know how you would describe it. In music, you would say a sound or a style.
Yeah.
It have a style that's very uniquely yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just know, I waited for some checks to clear. I go, come on now, you know. I go purchase a piece for the studio, for the station. That'll be dope, but it'll be dope. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so let me get into our next tune. And then I have some things. We're going to come back and we're going to talk extempo and freestyle competition, and we could probably have a demonstration here this evening.
Definitely. You know, I always long for that.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody want to pass by the studio and bring a smoke too, feel free. All right. What we want to deal with? I feel like we deal with Success because I really love that song.
Do it expediently.
Yeah. No, what we deal with Success. We play that one with Levi Myers.
All right, nice.
We're going to jump into that one.
My latest release, Success with
Yes,
Levi
sir.
Myers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
And I like the intro. Don't start it yet, Trav. I want them to hear the start of the tune because that sentence in the start of the tune is very much so. There we go.
Waking up every day, that's success. Being in good health, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that's success. If anybody tell you the future certain, well, that is a lie. Living in the past, watching life pass you by. The man with no shoes complaining, the man with no legs wake up giving praises. The
868, it's all about the grind.
Not everything and unsatisfied. An next man who have nothing, feeling grateful and gratified. The thing that you calling a big problem, they throwing that aside. Cause every day they just walk through the trenches and come back alive. It's the size of the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight. And just because things going wrong, it don't mean that you're blight. And just because you have a degree, it don't mean you're bright. All the world leaders have degrees and they strip a D for spite. Wonder how these bankers and politicians that sleep at night, promising financial freedom and even peace and rights. From the perspective of the people that are no peace and rights, they promising the possibility of a new lease on life. I not miserable, I is Mr. Rebel, rebelling against all the infidels and the devils to make
Red so Dread said pull it back.
That's success.
being in good health, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
That is success.
If anybody tell you the future certain, well, that is a lie. Living in the past, watching life pass you by. The man with no shoes complaining, the man with no legs wake up giving praises. The contrast in attitude is amazing. How a person have everything and unsatisfied, and next man who have nothing feeling grateful and gratified. The thing that you calling a big problem, they throwing that aside, cause every day they just walk through the trenches and come back alive. It's the size of the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight. And just because things going wrong, it don't mean that you're blight. And just because you have a degree, it don't mean you're bright. All the world leaders have degrees and they strip a D for spite. Wonder how these bankers and politicians that sleep at night, promising financial freedom and even peace and rights. From the perspective of the people that are no peace and rights, they promising the possibility of a new lease on life. I not Mr. Rebel, I is Mr. Rebel. Rebelling against all the infidels and the devils to make sure the future of humanity blissful. Staying alive is what does keep you successful. Make it happen.
Can you see it? Open your eyes. Can you feel it? Feel it, baby. Can you taste it? It feels like success. It feels like sandalwood, and it tastes like champagne. So
Mama Earth keeps spinning. Every day above ground is a day of winning. Thank you for showering blessings on all the men and women, the children and all living things that's in the beginning. If sin is real, then everybody's sinning. If heaven is real, nobody gonna get in. Or they go hard to be real selective about who they let in, or send you back to earth to suffer wetting after wetting. Serving a life sentence in the physical flesh. It's hard no way to escape it, not even death. So while you're living your life without regrets, Peter pay for Paul and Paul pay all the debts. The closed doors we go kick it, we bring the pain and inflict it. Protest and pick it, the wicked can't get no rest. Cause it was part of the plan, they never want we to stand. So black woman and man, be at your best. Success.
Can you see it? Open your eyes. Can you feel it? Feel it, baby. Can you taste it? It feels like success. It feels like sandalwood, and it tastes like champagne. So
one girl, two.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is The Grind, playing the best in TNT music. We have in studio the one that only make it happen. We're going to take a little break. We're going to run some Make It Happen back to back, and then we're coming back with the interview, you know what I mean? So we are doing it. Try, run it.
When the hunger pains start kicking in, suppress your appetite with some nicotine. When your phone ringing but you go feel to answer calls, you're drunk in the depression and some alcohol. Social awkwardness make you a molly addict. Imagine being a millionaire with a coke habit. One hit is too much, 1,000 is never enough. Living in that mental prison, things could be rough. You're making the pusher man richer with every puff. And on the day you OD, then your life go be snuff. How you become a custody, there was a hustler. They used to be your inspiration to the sufferers. Big car, big chain, big name, popular. Till you topple, now you're wobbling like the doppler. The men who used to be under you, now on top of you. The men who side by side with you, no longer fuck with you. Your family and friends don't turn their back on you. How a black prince become a prison bus passenger.
Michael Jackson living my decision. Yeah, it's frightening. I see demons. I see lightning. Regular run from police and even a fast life. Don't splash many times I can ever in a black pit. Hell on earth on fire if I ever many longer. Stretch and touch them not to say. Police will me fuck, not just another case.
Riding shotgun without a shotgun, till they hit up the car and fill you with some hot ones. Light flashing before your eyes meet your conscience, as you're losing your consciousness over some nonsense. No longer street smart, you're fully done sent. Nobody couldn't change you, you're like a 1 cent. Complete your sentence where the weeks and the months went. The prison of the mind is a permanent punishment. Complete your sentence, still institutionalized. The best years of your life couldn't be utilized. We praying for the youth to rise. The future compress and everything get computerized. And in we hand is where the future lies. Introduce them to substance abuse, bodies get brutalized. The world run by old sick dogs, they should get euthanized. Be your own worst critic, self-scrutinize. Don't lie to yourself, cause you'll get used to lies. Who is me to judge? Even Christ get crucified. Yeah, it's frightening. I see demons, I see lightning. Living a fast life in a black pit. Many lovers, man, I rock me.
Make it happen. Bebo. All you only running around here living in this illusion. Don't say you talking about everybody and not me, I'm talking about you. You're controlling your mind, body and soul. You're under the spell. They say when God do come, he does send somebody. And they put in God we trust on that white man money. With a pyramid, the capstone have an eye in it. They casting spells, but all spells have a time limit. They put slave masters on the American greenback and enslave the world. But make it happen. Bebo. All you only running around here living in this illusion. Don't say you talking about everybody and not me, I'm talking about you. You're controlling your mind, body and soul. You're under the spell. They say when God do come, he does send somebody. And they put in God we trust on that white man money. With a pyramid, the capstone have an eye in it. They casting spells, but all spells have a time limit. They put slave masters on the American greenback and enslave the world, but the world can't see that. The spell, they constantly redefining it. But all spells come to an end, so a time in it. They want to keep you down, don't want to see you rise. You're hungry for the truth, they want to feed your lies. They say vaccinate your babies with the spell, it's wise. And then send him to the church and get him baptized. Cause once he name on that birth certificate, he parents don't own him no more, they sell him to the state. The state take his name and make a duplicate. In capital letters, declared dead by the magistrate. Then put a bun on his head and turn him corporate. The bank's military and scientists cooperate to find ways to make the black race depopulate. And these Indians acting surprised, that's how they operate. The bankers control the politics, you know that? The military controlling the narcotics. The scientists making weapons and diseases. The same empire that killed the so-called Jesus and put him in the Vatican and change all the features and enslave the African and say we is creatures. So off a college degree, if them is the teachers, they say Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson is leaders. Where they go leaders to the here salon with the other preachers, while they villainizing gangsters in the hood who does feed us. The spell, they place it on the generations, funded by the banks, protected by United Nations. The natural law is that man have to eat. When they see a man doing a criminal act or doing things that place him into the criminal bracket, it's because more than likely he doing it to eat. Now these criminals who they just look down upon is the ones who keeping the police, judges, lawyers, bailiffs, bailers, everybody with jobs to keep the system functioning in the first place. The black man is not a criminal by nature. This is how they keep the people in division. They just mix the politics with religion. And on the other hand, it is critical that they make the religions and them political. When we come together, they disassemble us. The only race who have gods that don't resemble us. Subconsciously we personifying the conquerors, and they already have we under the umbrellas. They fear we greatness, so they hate us. Soon as we come out the womb, they medicate us. Then they send we to the school, miseducate us. When we can't get a job, they frustrate us, entrap us and incarcerate us. Isn't it obvious they want to eliminate us? 8 168. It's all about the grind.
All the way TV screens, books, music and movies, newspapers and magazines. The spells, all in the language, vocabulary. You want to know what black means, look in the dictionary. The spell, have you thinking you was the minority. The spell, have you submitting to the authority. The spell, time to break that spell.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, time to break that spell. I want to just leave the outro.
New World Order, NWO, back when it spelled O. You're just under the spell, like a set of sheep. Next time every day, just go to work, come home and go to sleep. Wake up and go to work. It's a big machine that running. You're just one little cog in the machine. If you dead, they just replace you with somebody else. If a man come out of jail today, they replace him with the next man the next day. It's just to keep the thing functioning. All the laws they set up and they put in place was just to keep that jail functioning. They want to use, but we're the chosen people for the jail. They say somebody had to go to the jail, so we're gonna choose a young black male and we're gonna put them in the jail. You understand? We're gonna make these cars to go faster than the speed limit. The car with the smallest engine, the cheapest car you could buy, just go faster than the speed limit. They're making everything in order to put in a situation where you're going and break the law. So I'll tell you how to be on your P's and Q's. You understand? As if you're not watching.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he said this is one of the first interviews where he never really gets so socio-political. We're more talking about the music. But we go delve into it here now. You know what I mean? A few things. Bubble that in the background there, Trav. We just letting that one run. That's what's called the spell. That one is off Serious Rising, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Off of the Serious Rising.
Yeah, man. Okay. So, I mean, dealing with, the foundations of hip hop, is always talking about social issues, things that, especially the young black population was dealing with. But so, what do you think influenced you to go down that route and be someone that heavily addresses it?
Well, this is what I think about 24/7. You know what I mean? So, before as a MC, I would say as a revolutionary. You know what I mean? So, my meditation has always be on how to replace white supremacy with justice, how to change the system from what it is now to a point where we do have to study inequality and injustice, And
I see a lot of people would take that term white supremacy and think it's a sort of racist or reverse racism thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that. You explain it a little bit.
Right. Well, white supremacy is the word that was used instead of using the word racism. Because historically, white supremacy is the only functional form of racism that the planet has ever known. Right. So the only form of racism that ever worked was white supremacy, and it turned out to be one of the greatest systems that was ever invented, because it's the longest lasting and self-running system. Meaning that none of the white people who are alive today is responsible for starting the system of white supremacy. It was inherited, right? And plenty of them don't even know it does work. Plenty of them don't even know it does exist. And plenty don't even know that it does benefit from white supremacy. So you have plenty of white people out here now who don't know that racism even exists, and they don't know that they're racist. You understand me? But the racism has come now from benefiting from white supremacy. And they say, well, you can't put everybody who white into the category of racist, right? So what is a racist exactly? A racist is somebody who does benefit from racism. A racist is somebody who does benefit from white supremacy, which is all white people on the planet Earth. Right, so say how you could tell if a white person is not a racist is because they're speaking out against white supremacy.
And so essentially for equality.
Yeah. So I had to invent two terms, right, that do exist in psychology. The first term is the Prince Charming syndrome, and the second term is the Tarzan syndrome, which is behaviors that does be exhibited by black people and white people. So the Prince Charming syndrome is when you have a daughter and you give her the white dolly to play with, and she playing with this white baby doll, feeding it, changing pampers, whatever children just do with the dolls and thing. And the thing is that she have this blonde hair, blue-eyed dolly, and she taking care of a baby that she more than likely not going to produce. So really teaching her. So you give the black child a white baby doll, and the white child a white baby doll. One of them learning to be a mother, the next one learning to be a babysitter. With the same message. It's like the first thing that they teach you in preschool. Baba black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for who? One for the master. One for the dame, one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Right? So when they teach us that now, they teach it to a class full of black and white children, they get the same lesson, but learning something different out of it. The black child learning how to address white supremacy, how to address a white supremacist, the master, the dame, and the little boy. And the white children learning that this is the black sheep. So this is things that is racism is systematic. So people will say like you use the word reverse racism, right? That does belong to the categories of discrimination or bigotry, right? Or prejudice, which is all different things. And the mistake that most black people just make is associating racism with hate. A racist doesn't have to hate you. A racist just have to believe that they're in a position to have power over you, right? So that you could have your own internal politics like what we have in Nigeria, and that people like from France and the US and all the European Union could have input in it because they want to deal with the politics of these people, right? So they don't think that they could run their own thing or control their own resources, or they don't have the right to control their own politics, right? So this is where, when I say white supremacy, I'm talking about something way deeper than what people just think of as racism, which just normally be bigotry. People just think bigotry is racism. Bigotry is hate, right? So me as a black man, I could be a bigot, I could be a prejudice, but I can't be a racist. If I do like a white man, I just a nigga that don't like a white man. But if a white person don't like you, they could cut off the funding to your schools in your district. They could raise tariffs and taxes on your imports. They could or they could put embargoes and sanctions on your country. So racism does come with a power, and it's systematic. You understand me? Whereas bigotry is an individual to individual kind of hate. You know what I mean? So I was telling you about the Prince.
Right, the principles. The Prince Charming and then
right. So the Prince Charming syndrome is when these little baby girls grow up now, they have in their mind their whole life about having this white wedding with Prince Charming with a white man, and it's all in the imagination growing up, that right. And the little boys now they're watching TV show after TV show, and they're in the white man house, they're in the white man couch, right? And one show, and the next show they're in the car with the white man chasing down the criminals. In the next show they're in the white man office. In the next show they're in the white man bar, right? But it's all in their mind. So when they say now about white supremacy, they say, no, well, it have good white people. They'll be like, all right, well, give me an example, right? And they'll be like, well, Bill Gates give $25 billion to Africa and thing, right? But you have to look deeper into what's the motive behind it. You know what I mean? So the Prince Charming syndrome does blind black people as to what racism is and how it does work and how it does control their thoughts and thing. You understand, man?
Correct. And then the next one is
Tarzan syndrome. Now, Tarzan syndrome is something, right? So Prince
and these are all things that you have defined.
Yes, because it didn't exist in psychology, so I had to make a term fit, right? So the Tarzan syndrome now is when you look at, for example, I'll just give you one example. You look at Instagram and you see a lion, and then a white man just come and jump on top of the lion and roll around on the grass with it, and then he have some pet alligators, and then you have some, right? So right. It does give the definition, right? It does give the public the perception that this person here now, this is a different kind of man here. He have lions, he have things, and he doing some dangerous things, right? So it's the same as when like somebody like Eminem take a picture and all of the people around him black. He don't have he ain't bring up he cousins or he brothers or nobody from his family, right? He have this whole black crew behind him now, and now the Tarzan syndrome is like, all right, look, Eminem around these dangerous black guys who we does have to lock we door when they walk past our car, and they hold we purse tight if we passing them on our sidewalk, right? So you have some dangerous people behind you, like some lions and some alligators, right? So it does let the other white people see that, all right, this person here dangerous, this person here or this person here could live amongst the danger and thing. So with these two syndromes here is something that we does experience in the modern time, where does cloud the judgment of those who now watching and confuse. It does confuse the public about what racism is and how it does work. So we all say, all right, well, Eminem is now racist. Look, all his friends black. You understand me? Or you say Joe Biden not racist. Look, he's a Democrat. You understand what I'm saying? So you get defined by things that have nothing to do with the actual problem. Right, so yeah.
But how you apply that at Trinidad now? Because that's a sort of global that yes does reach us, but apply it to Trinidad.
Trinidad is the most confused people, right? When it comes to racism, number one, because we have the lowest white population in the Western Hemisphere at 0.6%.
Yes,
that's from the CIA fact book.
Okay,
right, 0.6%. That is less than 1% of the population, but still yet we'll see they join in white couples, white man with white woman, white people are wrong, they have no black friends, or they might have the one black friend who's the mascot, who's the person who only pictures down the islands with them, who's smiling, who is thing, right? Yeah, so in Trinidad we definitely have some serious racism that deeply embedded in the psyches of Trinidadians.
Some racism, is it?
Yes, okay. Right. Meaning that this, like when I leave Trinidad in the 80s and thing, it still hardly had black or dark skinned people working in the banks, working in the airlines. So when I come back to Trinidad, I see that all of this change. You know what I mean? But it changed just due to the population, meaning that it have so much more black people and Indians than white people that we had to fill up the roles that was normally reserved for white people, the commissioner of police, the members of parliament, the government, right? So that is why we turn from white supremacy to light supremacy. When they don't have enough white people to dominate an oppressor society, white supremacy does become light supremacy, where the lighter skinned people now does take the roles on that was normally reserved for the white people of the society, right? But Trinidad is a place that is that kind of it goes unrecognized, and people don't even know it exists, right? So why I say we're the most confused out of all of the victims of racism is because we have the least white people in the Western Hemisphere, and because of that, we have the best economic situation compared to other islands that have more white people in it. Because now then, you go to Jamaica, they had white prime ministers. They have white people up at the top. Right. Then
I was now going to draw a reference to Jamaica, but go ahead.
Yeah. So,
and you wouldn't think that from the global projection of what Jamaica is, but when you watch the politicians and them who talking on certain things, who talking like, what? But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, we went down from the bottom of Argentina to the top of Canada. Right, the rest of the Americas, we go and find the white supremacy more blatant and more in your face than we will find it in Trinidad.
And I guess maybe in Trinidad.
Not the Caribbean, Trinidad.
Okay.
Because once you leave Trinidad now, it's hell for black people. If you go to Guyana, if you go to Jamaica, if you go to Suriname, if you go to Panama, if you go to Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, right? Anywhere you go and see that the white supremacy way more prevalent and way more have a bigger effect on the population than it does in Trinidad. This is why we're blessed. You understand me? Because I'm gonna give you an example, right? For example, like or if you go down the avenue, Arapita Avenue in Trinidad, you're gonna see it have Venezuelans working in the gyro shops. Right, gyro shops are around for 40 something years. I remember the first gyro, it was in Mass Camp when it first opened in 1986. Right? That was like the first gyros in Trinidad. If somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. Right? So from since then to now, I never see them hire no black people to make gyros ever. Right? But now if you go in, it's hard to find a Syrian doing gyros or a Lebanese because it's all replaced with Spanish people, but of the lightest hue. You understand what I'm saying? So all of this here is the evidence that we have to present to say, well, white supremacy is still prevalent in Trinidad. And
light supremacy.
Light supremacy. Right. Well, the people we consider white here, they might be considered white outside of Trinidad.
Facts.
Right? So when you say the world population, now they say the world population is between 8 and 12% white people. Right? So why it have such a big gap? Between 8 and 12%, you're talking about hundreds of millions of people. Right, the big gap is because not everybody who is considered white in one country is considered white in the next one, right? So a person who we consider
all these Latin Americans that we might consider white is not.
It's not white, and a Syrian and Trinidad who considered white here when they go to America and they say, "Here, you dirty Arab."
Yeah.
Right? So it have all of these things involved, you know what I mean? So this is why the gap so wide in what is the definition of a white person. But I say that a white person is it have two criteria to be white. One, you have to consider yourself white, and two, you have to be accepted by the other people who collectively consider themselves as white. You understand, man? So I could recommend some good research for the people. One, my personal teacher, Dr. Neely Fuller. And then we have Dr. Frances Cress-Welsing, rest in peace, right? Frances Cress-Welsing, she made the Cress theory, which has reduced why racism exists. And then you have Neely Fuller, who have the compensatory code, which is about what is racism. Because unless you understand what racism is and how it does work and how it does affect your life, everything else that you think you know will only confuse you. Right? So we have a bunch of confused people walking around on planet Earth right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, make it happen. I want to go, Shaz. Who raised this king? Big up mama in the comments.
Yeah, mama, big up mama. Right, mama fighting a little health issues right now. So if you go on to my Instagram at MIH868, you'll see I have the GoFundMe up. You understand me? We're doing as much as we could do. You understand me? So,
I could totally relate to that, bro.
Yeah, man. And I know your mom's and thing going through she own struggles and that.
It have they call it the 40 to 50 club. When we reach that age, is a different time and that we had to deal. Trav could relate to. We deal with parental I don't say decline, but it's just that age, you know, and we had to take up the mantle.
All the rappers are dead. They're dead at 50, 51, 52. Right? Five Dog, Guru. Who else?
Sean P passed at 42. You know, Sean P is my artist.
Right, Dennis Brown passed at 42. Bob Marley passed at 36. We dying young, you know what I mean? So if you see a black man now 65 and things, it's very rare. You see, like this is an old man. Or it's not old man, it's a young man. Old man is when he's 80, 75, but we have more black women living to older ages than black men. We dying from high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and these things here, you know what I mean? So
I just want to go to the comments, shout out everybody comments at Delia T saying Speeding to Nowhere, bigging up the song he was playing earlier. Big up
Presence is on the song Speeding to Nowhere.
Yes.
And Success is Levi Myers.
Yes, no doubt. I want to get into that on that new project and working with Mantra and these things. Shout out to Marlon Murray, enough respect to this consistent edutainer. As I said, big up Bongo Chops. Who else we got in the comments? Uppercut Brass in the comments too. Yeah, I mean, KC Joseph, big up yourself in this. Make it tough in this.
All the dogs out. Who let the dogs out?
It does though. Yeah. Y'all make sure and like up the video. Make sure and boss a comment. Let us know where you're listening from. And if you have any questions, so make it happen. Any question you're like, I mean, we do have. You can send us a WhatsApp message 466-4-O-U-R. That's 466-4687. Send a voice note. You know what I mean? Link up with the legend. Make it happen in the building. But I want to get into something next. You recently took part in what I think was a great initiative with the extempo competition and the freestyle first time ever competition. Not a first time a freestyle battle in Trinidad, of course not, but first time freestyle within Kaisorama. Right. Now you told me there were some issues and some mishaps with your not your performance, but just coming into the competition.
Right.
Tell us about that, and I want to tell you why I want to commend you for doing something in the freestyle competition.
Right. So I end up in the extempo competition by mistake, number one. It was a mistake on behalf of the people at Kaisorama. So I went to enter into the freestyle competition, and they had the extempo on the stage, and they called me up on the stage. Right. So because of the lack of entrance, right, I went up, I do my thing. Right, I call out, of course, Lingo and Gypsy, who was like my two favorite extempo men. They was in the audience. So I call them out on stage, which is what others do, you know what I mean? I'm going straight for the top men. And I get into the finals somehow. And then at the finals now, I was able to...
Well, not the finals, that would have been before.
They didn't put me in the finals,
no,
right? Right, but I have everything on tape. I do the most prolific extempo ever in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. You understand me?
You said it, but send it to me. We could play tonight. But anyway, go ahead.
Actually, I do have it. Yeah. So and I do the freestyle competition
as well.
Yeah.
Right. So you went into both extempo sort of by mistake, but they didn't let you into the final. So want of a better term.
Correct.
But you did enter into the freestyle competition part of it.
Right. Correct.
Right.
Somebody come after the extempo competitions like you should not say nothing about Gypsy. That's why you make it into the finals and things. So I was like, all right, cool. Somebody real close to Gypsy too. I was like, all right.
Nah, I had to see it because I doubt Gypsy. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think Gypsy like that.
Yeah.
Knowing the man, first studio I ever recorded was Gypsy Studio, and he opened the doors for a lot of youths in this industry.
Right.
But who knows? You could that person could be right. I could be wrong.
Well, he make it to the finals.
Who?
So you know what I mean? Big up Gypsy. Right.
Anyway, what I want to comment on is in now. Me and Mr. Shaq, shout out to Shaq, who was in the I don't know if he's still in the comments here tonight. We did the coverage with DK. Shout out to DK too as well, right? And when they posed a topic for you in the freestyle competition, why them young girl and them so slack, you decided to change the approach and say, listen, don't disrespect the girl and them. Is that did you know that? All right, that might hamper you in moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. I know it could hamper me. Right. The beat was freaking trash. Right, which is not no obstacle to me.
Right.
Trash beat, good beat, it don't matter. Right, because all of we got to rap on the same beat anyway. So,
exactly.
Right, but what it boils down to is that basically they give us instructions. Right, no, nothing offensive to homosexuals. Or no homophobic lyrics, no disrespect to the government and all of these things. So they literally tell us this, But then they went up there and the first thing they tell me is, them young girl too, what?
Slack.
No, it wasn't slack, but something
loose, something like that. I think it's that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I was doing the commentary.
False. Them young girls too false.
Nah, I'm sure it's too loose, bro.
100% guarantee.
Nah, we go. Hold on. We go better on that.
Where you bet? I could only reach about 1,000 and go lie to you.
Nah, I'd say it's at one star. You're going to bet me tell him about 1,000. We're going on here today.
Yeah, the young girls too false.
Nah, loose.
Nah,
it was loose or slack. Anyway, we'll go back and check.
Yeah, but to my phone. So young girls too false. Right, so I could have flipped it different ways.
Yeah,
I could have said they have two faults, but this is not what they was asking for. Right, they're saying young girls two faults. So being that they don't want us to talk about the LGBT community or about the government and I think I was like, well, you know, I'm not going to rap about that. You understand me? Because for some reason it's okay to talk about killing niggas, selling drugs to niggas and doing this and this, right? They just play this on, they promote it with billions of dollars in budget. The record labels, the Hollywood, all these people just promote things that promote negativity in the black community, right? But you can't say the word Jew, you can't say the word cracker, you can't say the word faggot, you can't say none of these words, but nigga, a whole day, come in, we'll leave an arm, we'll sponsor you. Right, so we already know that it have an imbalance in what they consider right and wrong. You understand, man? And not go. If I can't talk about the LGBT community, or if you have restrictions on that, why don't have no restrictions on the black woman? About speaking about the most downtrodden and used and misused and abused person on the planet Earth history. Right? Why you allowing this? So they get the wrong man to give that topic to. But I'm glad I still didn't get what them other fellas get temper in your center. The topics was lacking in any kind of depth or substance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and that's something we touched on in the commentary because me and Shaq, oh God, you know, we just deal with thing too.
Yeah.
Right? And we found that it was somewhat they compared like the things they were giving the extempo artists. It's like what the freestyle artists are what lesser than, or just because they're a young quote unquote younger generation that we can't deal with these topics in the same scenario.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I found it very inappropriate.
Yeah, the only false young girls I know is the ones who was male trying to be girls. So then I would have still be talking about the LGBT community if I did stay on the topic.
Wow. Make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. We have a voice note here. I want to make sure and connect the phone up to it. Valdez, I feel our next wrong's in order, you know. Is a deep one here tonight? God damn, it's 8:45. We going in, right? Black to black saying protect this brother at all costs. Yeah, man, no doubt.
Easy. We got back to black, man, Andre. Yeah, man, brother from long time.
All right, bet.
Yeah, man, Karen, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up the whole team. They're on tomorrow. Don't forget about that. 12 to 2 p.m. right here on our radio. Big up Life from Madras in the comments. Yeah, man, Malam Murray. Question: what will it take for the re-education of a colonial people? All right, before we get to that, I want to play this voice note from Nubian Experience. Shout out to Nubian Experience every time that we hope that it play. All right. We in the dance here, ladies and gentlemen. Make it happen as our guest here tonight. We're gonna get into a little freestyle vibes. You tell me run hard instrumental. You know I does run hard instrumental too. You know that too, right? Let's just get into this voice note before that. All right. Don't forget you can send your voice notes and questions right here. 4664 O.U.R.
Word.
Come on though. Oh, I know.
Fighting the conquerors, and they already how we under the umbrellas. So they hate us. Soon as we come out the womb, they medicate us. Then they send we to the school, miseducate us. When we can't get a job, they frustrate us, entrap us, and incarcerate us. Isn't it want to eliminate us?
All right, we're gonna do it old school, right?
Just recently I tell him make it up money back a copy of that boy. I remember black.
All right. Anyway, all right. Send the comments in the long time I ain't take our voice note, but make it happen is in the building.
Just under the spell.
Yeah, I know. Watch out for the YouTube demonetizing. And anyway, that's all right. We ain't really business, right? Because we're coming out to the end of the interview. Make it happen is our guest here today. I wanna before we jump into, I'll run some beats and thing. I want you to tell us about the new project. It's called Consume, and you've been working with Mantra and who you said else?
Zach Carpenter is my engineer.
Zach Carpenter.
Yeah, man. Big up Zach and Mantra, man. Yeah, they really spent a whole year with me. We have like a few albums rest down, you know. So
cheers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was it like? I mean, because from what was coming through, you're playing it up, Dizzy. Now don't worry, we ain't go fight up with that. Yeah. Because I find Mantra's style and some of the stuff that, I mean, we played Speed Into Nowhere, we played Success was produced by Mantra as well, with Levi Myers. I mean, I think it's a really good fit. I mean, having worked with Bebo, who understood and had a sort of close connection and same sort of wavelength in terms of sound and what you were trying to do at the time, and I think Mantra's a very good fit. Big up to all the producers that you worked with. But tell us about how that connect come up.
Well, it's the same way a fella come by my studio to record. And he didn't have no beats, so he went on the internet looking for beats. And I just there listening and thing. And he played a certain beat. I was like, who's that? He say, Mantra. So go into the channel there. He went into the channel, play every beat. Every beat was consistently good. I like, all right. I say, well, let me buy the beat you want. Let me buy it from him. So we went into the site and it had a link to go to where we could purchase the beats. And I see a Trinidad flag in there. I was like, where is fella Trini? You know what I mean? So when I call him now, I was like, I say, listen, first thing he says, he answered the phone. I say, listen, you're going to be a big producer in this game here. You understand, man? I say, I make it up. He say, you make it up, nice listening to music. I say, right, well, good. So we get a connection from there. I call him, I invite him down to the studio, and he come down and we start to work. You know what I mean? And that's the same vibe I get with Bebo. Right? So Metric Man is who carry me by Bebo.
Shout out to Metric everywhere. Good youth.
Man.
That is a good youth, boy.
Yeah,
Respect by Metric, boy. Soon touch Brooklyn. I ain't know when, but soon.
Yeah,
you know what I
I mean, Metric had a group called Ras Farm, you know what I mean? So he carry me by Bebo. And then when Bebo was working out, he downstairs in his parents' house on his computer, and I was like, yo, this is, you gonna be the best producer ever, because of what he was doing with just the Fruity Loops and the factory tones.
Yeah.
Right, so if you could produce good with factory tones, I mean, you could produce.
But he was sampling hard too. And then when you get that Creator Records from, I know it was from Sad, from you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that story, right? You see, the truth is, gun beat. People play that for me first, you know. And I said, dog, I want that.
Serious.
Next thing I know, truth is my gun. I said, nah, I can't fight it. I can't fight it, you know what I mean? Somebody said in the comments, it's still to this day, hands down, Bebo is probably one of the best hip hop producers out there.
Listen, Bebo don't produce no more.
Yeah, no.
Listen, whatever Bebo do, right, I'll big up that you, because he's different, right? He went into production and become the best producer. I give him a bass playing DVD, and he went home and played the bass, and every time I passed by him, he was practicing.
Yeah,
within 3 months' time, right, he was done playing with our band, with Buzz Rock.
With
6 months' time, he become like the best bass player in Trinidad and Tobago.
And one of the things in that same time, and it's like when I started, was around the same time, I started to connect with him and with the beats, and I was like, bro, all you need to improve on is your bass lines. You know what I mean? Because like everything was slapping now, but the bass lines was a little monotone.
Right.
And then same thing. So next few months, whatever, is bass line like that. I was like, what?
Man is a prodigy. The man went to university, graduate number 1 in the country. It's like whatever he does excelling and thing. And this is where we have we connection and thing. Because like we literally trying to go out and do the best we could do. You know what I mean? And this is why it works so good with Bebo. And Mantra have a more relaxed approach to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what they have in common is the ears. You see, you could go and do all the technical things. You could get all of the nice studio equipment, and you could get all of the plugins. But the ears is something that you can't learn. Right? The ears is something you have to be born with. And once you have that ingredient there, you could produce on a little Casio keyboard.
No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, make it happen!
868, it's all about the grind.
No, wait, hold on, Trav. I want to ask something. Let me mute what's going on here.
New World Order, NWO, back when it spelled O. You're just under the spell, like a set of sheep. Next time every day, just go to work, come home and go to sleep, wake up and go to work. It's a big machine that run it. You're just one little cog in the machine. If you dead, they just replace you with somebody else. If a man come out of jail today, they replace him with the next man the next day.
No, right? Ladies and gentlemen, right? We will get to some regular beats, but then too, we have to remember we're on YouTube too, so we won't get pulled long. Right. So I was thinking that we could get on some local hip-hop beats.
All right.
Because we have technology now called, what name, Serato stems and them kind of madman thing. All right, so Trav, line it up. Line it up. Let me go. Ladies and gentlemen, make it happen live on the grind. Yeah. Hey.
Everybody want me to make a rap record. Hey, make it happen, please make a rap record. I go never release a lyric if it lack effort. You could look in the catalog and you could fact check it. Rap is just one of my gifts. Hip hop used correctly edifies and uplifts. Before I is a MC, I is a man. Placed in the universe as a part of the plan. On a planet where I can't get a parcel of land. For my family to build up a castle and plant. We own ganja, we mango, tomato and yam. Everything we eat from plastic, a bag or a can. Literally garbage. The things where you sow, you're going to harvest. White supremacists only rape in the rainforest. The places with the most resources remain porous. Why the so-called good white people ignore this? If they're so good, why they benefiting from all this? They what we believe in Jesus as they deceive us. And we suffering, they profit from we genius. I ain't go speculate. Keep it regular or I'll go regulate. I ain't go speculate. Keep it regular or I'll go regulate. Our radio, that's the O.U.R. You already know from Trinidad we must go far. Yeah, we come from Tobago as well as one country. 2 different islands and we about with money. Yeah, big up on my nigga Bunty, Arima Uncensored. My friends them, you already know that Marvin watching. Monty, I see you, I hope the pizza baking. Yeah, we not faking. But you know that Trinidad, we start to do the music like Jamaica. And everything will work out in the end. Because we's not enemy, yeah, we as friends. We can't force pretend, we had to keep it real. Let me show you how it does go. I signed a secret deal a couple years ago. Movie never come out, but still, the beat done change. So I had to rearrange the flow for a run out. Alright, what the hell is this here? Don't know, but I heard this year for the first time that my nigga Red So Dread. Big up yourself in Brooklyn is ahead. Yeah, you know that we run it. I know what we come with. We not on drugs and all that gun shit, nigga. We confronting the motherfucking people that trying to keep us down, we ducking. All the shots that they busting at us, cause they already know that we does run the road. Hard nothing stopping us. Yeah, we run the populace. I mightn't be popular, but still, I'll be chopping up anybody who come in my section. You already know how we do it as a reflection of the Most High. This is make it happen, you know why? I call myself that, it used to be nature at first. But nah, after I come through with the verse and I changed it around, put niggas in a hearse. It was like, I'll take it down, nigga, use the verse. Nah, it's the best at this. Yeah, big up my nigga Chris. Other known as Shark, down in Mayaro. You already know that we doing this long time since Sparrow. And Kitchen, I was running the radio. I'm a hot like I was Arrow. I know my enemies, they fear me though, so
Yo. Alright, one more local instrumental.
Yeah.
One more local instrumental, then we go get them some foreign just in case they take me down, right? Alright, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Big up to DJ Trav. You already know. Cause it's, we take it down to the letter. We make the music sound better. We have men like McCasey in the building. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Monty. Big up yourself. Who else we have on there? Who will big up? I can see the screen.
Yeah, man, big up Black to Black.
Let me bust a freestyle for my people.
Oh, cool. I know how to expand on that. Big up Black to Black.
Alright, let me see. Alright, man like Quincy Ross. Quincy Ross is a boss. Yeah. Oh, look, alright, look, I get it here.
Right.
Big up man like QD Ross. QD Ross is a boss in advertising. I know realizing a whole bunch of people making comments. King Stoney Day. What up my nigga King Stoney? Blow the streets away, Red So Dread. I can't even read. My eyes they going down low. I had to blow another speed. So let me just rap. Fuck all that. Sorry for the curse word. Could cut off that. Anyway, after we edit, gonna replay. Big up Just Liz and Chuck Gordon on the recording. Chromatics, Jab Session, Trinidad. That's the lesson, EKO. I just read the names from off for the monitor in the studio. Already know how it does go. Who else I see on the screen? Let me be in. I don't have nothing to talk about. Somebody give me a subject to run out my mouth.
Yeah. All right. Pause there, Trav. So let me deal with something then. Valdez, give him some topic there. You ready? There we go.
The greatest story my whole team is eating off of this good shit. Good shit, nigga. Next time
Let me deal with it different though.
Keep your eyes
different though.
In your front pocket. Rich Chef, Ghosts and Nines niggas is the prophet.
Yeah.
Rich Chef, Ghosts and Nines niggas is the prophet.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. Introducing the future to the youth. Introducing the future to the youth. Introducing the future to the youth. Cause the youth are the future. Introducing the future to the youth. Introducing the future to the youth.
Talk about the local government and now happen.
To the youth. Local government election, I don't deal up with that. But still it looked like they had a draw or something like that. I'm not sure what they're doing it for, because we don't need no more politicians who only starting racial war. If you look at what they did, they take all of... Alright. I'm trying to get this thing right. All right, let me. Local election and politics. I don't know what the hell that mean, but I could tell you what I see on the TV screen. You had a man named Rowley talking about Guyana, and the Guyanese people had to shoot back shots at him because he talking about that is Guyanese money. Guyanese money, yeah, it might be funny, but when you look at the actual facts, Guyanese is not run by blacks, run by Indians, and they're very territorial. They don't like how we just do this thing. It's equatorial, like the island called Guinea, but still I had to rap this thing here in Trini. It's not my best freestyle, but out of many, you could say that it's still on top of all the best, cause make it happen, you know, and not the rest. Yeah, so the Guyanese politicians, they write back and send some messages and how they go fight back and talking about Rowley is ignorant because he don't know that the GDP of Trinidad go so low. We have 24.5 billion a year GDP and Guyana only have 8 billion. See, I'm trying to bring the facts.
All right, everybody in the comments, send a topic.
Send a topic.
Send a topic in the comments.
Something that relevant.
Something that relevant. Somebody send a topic in the comments there.
Yeah.
And like the video at the same time.
Word.
We'll go to our next beat.
I go switch, bro.
We go switch?
Yeah.
All right, let's go then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know playing things somewhere else. You know, it's a old nigga. Yeah. International flavors amalgamated, my haters decapitated. I made it despite the status quo stating I ain't gonna make it. The name is nature, I change it to make it happen. From ancient messages have been taken for granted by all the stations. Radio never play it, the TV never display it. The program directors afraid it, I stay the most underrated. Trinidad on my back like I take the flag and parade it around the stadium while the national anthem playing. Original from creation, I help to lay the foundation. My flow is as sick as patients with cancer is inflammation. Tuberculosis, old age, I'm more wicked than a Caucasian. With 12 gauges and tasers who shoot lions for fun and take pictures with smiling faces. More dangerous than a razor is racist who what erase us from all the places on earth that they could trace us. That explains the savage way that they raise us. The economics of slavery, the education is training. The economics of slavery, the education is training. Economics of slavery, the education is training. The economics of slavery, the education is training. Yeah.
Somebody say vacation.
Vacation, yeah, vacation. That's what it is called when you leave a nation and you end up in the next place to drink alcohol and have sex with females that from a different island. Well, that's what they do. I do it freestyling as the true because in Tobago sex tourism is at a high. You have people over there and others wondering why all these Germans has come on vacation without bringing their families. One man coming with a backpack, looking around, trying to find a girl that he could take back to the hotel, or even a boy or a child. Why does it have to be like this? It's such a while that I ain't see nobody be a tourist for real. They just be coming down here just looking to make a deal either with the oil, the tar, all the resources, and then they just leave, and then the bosses down here making plenty money and the rest of we just suffer, and every day the time getting rougher. So when I talk about vacation, it have different situations that it does apply in. Some people just come by boat and some just fly in. Some people just stay when they come and don't ever leave. Some just come on vacation and leave on probation. It's real. Yeah, you already know what's the deal. So give me a
Kamla say bust up the matic.
Yeah,
load up the matic.
Kamla say to bust up the matic, but we not busting chromatics. She talking about the gun. She talking about let it beat, let it beat, let it beat, and beat another one and beat another one. But we could see that she trying to use the vernacular and the slang of the black community so she could hang with me. But that is not true because we not silly. We already know what she doing. She fuck with me, not for real though. Because the other day she said that Swanee was dead. I have no catch a heart attack. I was like, oh no, not Swanee. I went and looked and Swanee was alive and well. What the hell really going on with Kamla? She tired as hell to come out here and try to fool me. It remind me of Hillary Clinton when she talk about the hot sauce and she pose trying to pander to the black community. What make it worse is that we too intelligent, so it's an insult to we intelligence. That's just saying.
Long time fed versus Tobago fed.
Right, well, long time fed I never went to. But the modern day fete, I could tell you that it's full of girls and full of man, but everybody walking around, cell phone in their hand, looking down. Long time fete, it had wags raving, and it even had people jumping up and raving, and people misbehaving and running and jumping off the stage. And nowadays it have a more kind of quiet engagement. You're seeing plenty girls who working for Carib and working for these different companies and wearing the nice bikinis and getting paid dog money and really selling their beauty is a form of prostitution that they're using. And then on top of that, it have alcohols like VAT 19 and Angostura and Carib who advertising and pushing the dance, and then people leave and then somebody come and give them a breathalyzer and they go into the jail. So what the hell going on? This fetting is a fail because it can't be having people drunk and driving, and every day somebody crash. Who surviving I don't know, but plenty does die. And every year after the fete, it have people getting high, it have people lying on the sidewalk and people dead. So this is something I want you to keep in your head, that we must find a way to make sure that we have a bus or something to carry home drunk drivers, because when we arrive alive, that better for we survival.
Marijuana.
Marijuana, well now we're talking a topic that is speaking my language. Marijuana, others drink it in beverage and eat it in sandwich. Others smoke it first thing as I get up. Yeah, because it does lift my head up. They say that marijuana good for glaucoma, intraocular pressure in your eye. You have to learn that it's something that medicinal, and it's not something we should be locked up for like criminals. Plenty man serving time in jail for marijuana still, but it's only black man. They catch them on a hill or catch them in a basement somewhere with a couple bags, throw them in the jail. Now they're surrounded by thugs and fags. Yeah, but marijuana is the healing of the nation. This is true. And now we go back to vacation, where we was talking about earlier, people coming here to smoke weed. No, that's the right road, because it's something that could change the economy and bring in billions of dollars and add to we GDP. Marijuana wouldn't save the planet Earth. Marijuana, it's in my system from my birth. Marijuana is something that we need, everybody. When you clean your weed, don't throw away the seed. Keep them seed and push it in the ground. Plant weed all in the country and all in town, in front of the police station, in front of parliament, everywhere you go, because the weed we have here is the hardest scent. Yeah.
And why the sun so hot?
The sun so hot. Well, I'm not sure if the sun hot. I think the sun cold, because the higher you go in the atmosphere, it get colder. So this is what I thought as I get older. When you go up in space, the temperature is below freezing. So what the hell they say the sun hot for? Where is the reason? I think it's some kind of refractive thing of the atmosphere that causing the sun to seem hot here but not hot in other places, because they have 3 months of sun up in the North Pole and the ice don't melt because the sun is not hot in itself. The heat does come from a kind of reflective thing, like when you put a magnifying glass under a light, it does increase the heat. So the sun is bright but it's not so hot indeed. That's all I had to say. Up on top of the mountain top, it had no trees there. The trees just only grow to a certain type of atmosphere, and then after that there's only rocks you find in there. So Trinidad don't have mountains, we only have hills. That's why we have trees on it. You understand me? So I could speak about the sun. It's my new technique. Yeah, but sun does make the weed grow. The sun does keep all the people alive though. The sun does keep the water going up into the clouds and come back as rain. It do hard to rap because I'm speaking facts. So anybody who don't like that, you know what you could do? You could eat a fat.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Yeah, I ain't even rhyming no more. Just go and talk. Let's give me some subject matter.
Y'all. Spiritual enslavement, a man put inside in the comments there. Let me go.
Alright, enslavement, let's work on 3 levels. So let me explain it in a way that can come across to the people of how we was enslaved by these devils. They have mental, physical, and spiritual enslavement. The physical was the ones who was picking cotton. The physical was the ones who was cutting sugar cane and doing all of that. The mental slavery, it come from your education system. It come from thinking things like you're not qualified to get this job, or you're not able to do that. The spiritual enslavement now does come from religion, and religion is in politics, and it does cause division among the people. So the spiritual enslavement that we facing, it's more dangerous than the physical that we had in the past. The spiritual enslavement, if all the white people die today, the spiritual enslavement still going to last for another 100 to 150 years, because you don't change 400 years of history overnight. So anybody who in the spiritual enslavement, I will tell you to find yourself and you'll be right. But if you don't find yourself, you can't find nothing else. And this is a fact. So the spiritual enslavement does apply to all human beings and not to only blacks. Next.
Well, boy, we had a look to wrap it up, but let me find one more day. Drop something about the atomic bomb.
The atomic bomb that come around in the 1940s. Alright, the atomic bomb, they drop it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Just to test it out. The white man never make a weapon that he didn't use. So the next atomic bomb is coming out. It could be sooner or later. We might see it in real lifetime. But who is to say? I think that Russia have, India have, Pakistan have, and America have these atomic bombs. And they have enough to blow up the entire earth. So what we gonna do? If I tell the truth, they go say I is a liar. Worst thing is for we to go to war now. So I'm glad when all the pieces just fall down like London Bridge. The Queen done dead, so all the atomic bombs had to go with she. You understand me? It had to go quickly. I don't like atomic bombs. It's so sickly. What kind of mind would think about such a weapon of mass destruction and to kill all of the people out here on the planet Earth without fear? I had to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me something else.
We had to look to rap, bro. We had to look to rap, you know what I mean? Because we had to look to trot up the road. Yo, because we've been here. This is probably the longest interview ever on the grind, but good vibes nonetheless.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, we go call you back. We go line up some different instrumentals too.
Would.
But you know we had to bless up the local instrumentals too. You know what I mean, just to make sure and represent right here on the grind, ladies and gentlemen. It has been Make It Happen. So tell us before we go, when can, I mean, you say you're releasing albums regularly, July 23rd.
Yeah, man.
Right, but what about this album Consume though?
This album Consume, well, we putting out song by song. I still haven't figured out how to make money with rap yet. I ain't figured out how to sell records yet. You understand me? So we putting out one song at a time so that we can get people to tune in one song at a time. Sometimes you don't want to put too much on the plate. What I realized from experience is that when you put out this single by single, it does work out better because it does give people a chance to go to it whenever they have the time. You drop an album, sometimes they might be like, all right, I'm going to listen to this, and then they skip and they go on with their life and they forget about going back and listen to the album. So I find the single situation working out better for me.
So you haven't seen streaming royalties of Monsters Juve?
$18.25.
Alright, I'll go and stream up that.
Yeah, go and stream it up, you know what I mean? It on all the platforms. You know what I mean? Also, the consumer don't have it on all the platforms yet, but you could find it on YouTube. I have 3 releases out. I even have a music video.
No, but I think, a lot of people nowadays is Apple Music and Spotify. So I believe, well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bibo has now arrived in the comments.
Yeah, man, Bibo.
Mr. Lamar Pollard has now arrived in the comments, and he says, as a matter of correction, I met Nature in December of 2002 at Joe Miller's studio in Santa Rosa. I was producing an artist called Colibang.
Joe Miller.
And met Nature, Gayla, Benjai, and Massive.
That's an actual fact. Thanks for the correction.
After talking a bit, Nature ended up rapping and I was blown away. I took his landline number and we organized a meet in Arima some days later. I met Metrics Leader and we went to check him in. When you can remember a landline number,
yeah.
Thing different now. You don't even know people's number. You just a name in your phone. Yeah. So right. So we could look forward to. Well, as I say, I was saying to everybody out there, there's a lot of people who listen to the program and know all their Apple Music and know all their Spotify. Go and stream it up. YouTube is one thing, yes, bless up. But if you're going and go on YouTube and listen to Monsters Juve or Make It Happen Works, make sure and like it, boss a comment and share that. You dig? Yeah. So, brother, thank you very much for coming through.
Thanks for having me. I'm always trying to get this done for a while.
It's all good.
You understand me about my life right now, like an episode of Good Times. You know, Good Times, you might be like, damn. There's something always going wrong, something. You understand me? So, you know what I mean? I'm still fighting through it, but you know what I mean? The universe has protect me in such a way, dog, that no matter what kind of elements come against me, we still going and make it. And I want everybody to learn from that day, because when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But until that time, you're going to be here. Don't live your life in fear. You understand? I move out here brave. I know the crime high. I know it have plenty gunmen. I have plenty shooting and killing. Don't let none of that hinder you from making your progress. You go out there and do what you had to do. You understand, man? Let the universe deal with the rest. You understand, man? Keep fighting every day. Don't give up the fight and don't cower.
You don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, Make It Happen. MIH868 on the gram. make sure and hit him up if you all have any questions, comments, you all want to work with the man, get links to his music, etc., etc. Trav, you play Prophecy?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you play Prophecy, you know. Let's end it off with that one. This is off of Monsters Juve as well, right?
Yeah, man.
Monsters Juve. And this one kind of went viral too when you talk about the Queen.
Yeah, well, it released on the day the Queen died. So,
and I think MYOB share it and all kind of thing.
Serious, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah,
but on the day the Queen died, I was like, perfect, I have something ready and waiting for she. Queen Elizabeth burning in hell. Everybody who with her, they could go there as well. You know who else? Pope John Paul burning in hell. Everybody who with him, they could go there as well. You know who else? Ronald Reagan burning in hell. Everybody who with him, they could go there as well. So Prophecy is dealing with that. You understand what I'm saying? Prophecies from the mouth of babies.
All right.
Unawarely entertaining angels.
You want to get him live or we wrap up?
System could be dangerous.
All right then, let me go.
And I'm scared of demons. Every day I wake up and I burn a fire on the Vatican and the entire empire. The devil is a liar. And I'm not scared of demons. Queen Elizabeth burning in hell. Everybody who with her, they could go there as well. The rich and powerful in the covens casting the spells. Go out blasting my shells, cause I'm not scared of demons. These devils, always in black people business. These scammer who always stealing black people riches. These Euro who always
it's all about the grind.
These Bob always giving black people sickness. Black people don't get apologies and still grant forgiveness. That is the stupidest shit I ever witnessed. Take this if we look into the evidence. The slaves, even with less knowledge, more intelligent. Today, black people have knowledge, but they lack in wisdom. We not even men and women, we products of the system. If you did ask a slave who we enemy is, he said a cracker on the horse with the whip he is. Ask a black man today, who is the enemy? He neighbor next door, they warring over a lemon tree. Wish the was alive, they couldn't live side by side. Now they're dead and they're side by side in the cemetery. Over petty vibes against die all the time. My brother don't like me cause he resemble me. If it smell like dog and baloney, they with you presently. If it smell like sulfur, they gone and leave a energy. I could tell you all about the devil and he old legacy. And that's what others do, hence the reason why you're so legendary. Make it happen. I'm not scared of demons. Prophecies from the mouth of babies. Unawarely entertaining angels. Exposing the system could be dangerous. I'm not scared of demons. Every day I wake up and I burn a fire on the Vatican and the entire empire. The devil is a liar. And I'm not scared of demons. Queen Elizabeth burning in hell. And everybody who with her, they could go there as well. The rich and powerful only casting the spells. Go out blasting my shells, cause I'm not scared of demons.
The Grind.